And it looks like we're live. Happy days indeed. I feel so fucking rough today, man. God damn. Hey Dashi, how you doing? Bristol was fun, but at the same time, it was crap. It's a very weird thing. Like, you know how you're having fun because you have people you like and care about, but the things you're doing kinda are making you miserable. So it's a strange balance between enjoying the people and kind of hating the experiences that you're in together. So yeah, if I never see Bristol again, I personally would not be too disappointed personally. But that's just simply because the experiences that we had, it's just there's so much. I drank way too much, and I am suffering today. But yeah, I hear some interesting things happened while I was away. I hear. Well, this is what I'm saying. I'm trying to get a head start on. What do you say? I say head start. I'm trying to get some preparation sorted for the bingo. I dash you. But yeah, as I said, I'm trying to get some kind of preparation going. As I said, I'm trying to think of changing some. We can actually. How about with a special? Here's okay. Me and my fan, I am rough. I am rough as a badger's arse, as a good popular saying to use. Now, that's it. So it's okay. Listen to Wales. Actually, Wales Ukraine is almost over. Is it still 1-0 to Wales with that deflected Bale free kick? You can probably see here as well. I'm trying to just catch up on all the DSP stuff. I'm on Kiwi Farms as well and just reading through all I'm going through the topic one by one. You know, just as it goes, this timeline of events. That's just interesting. But I'm trying to prepare a bingo card as well. The ref is till. Yeah, okay. I mean, if Wales win, fair enough. You know what I mean. But it's just also if the team you're going to beat the FC, even if the team outplays you. Like look at the Real Madrid Liverpool game. Liverpool would have won that game 9 times out of 10, but Courtois had an amazing game for Real Madrid. They took their chance. And yeah, Real Madrid won the Champions League, not necessarily because they were a better team, but at the end of the day, they deserved to win it because obviously they got the goal, Liverpool couldn't. Things like that, you know. So football's such a wonderfully cruel game like that when it's decided like that. It's not necessarily about being the best. But let's focus on DSP because this is a DSP bingo stream after all. So I didn't attend yesterday's crazy madness that Phil put people through, as I assume some of you have, and some of you might be aware of what happened. You know, it was a strange debunking stream. Daft bullshit, it seems like, made for a special edited video with apparent context, which is just weird. And it's not a reaction to the video to what. It's such a weird fucking thing to have happened. Like I've seen like the start of it, you know, and it's like, what the fuck's going on? And I've heard that Howard gets thrown under the bus and everything. Well, yeah. So Phil's live stream is pure, and of course, Romance Cat, naturally. So yeah, still a little bit early. It's due to go live like in 2 minutes time. There. 11 hours, yeah. I hear the actual thing itself was like 8 hours, roughly altogether. I believe Secret Limited actually timed it all, like, specifically. But anyway, you guys know about what happened. So I'm just thinking, what things should we remove and then add to the, because I want to make this a special card. I want this to be a card that kind of reflects what happened yesterday, right? So I think some of these is okay. Like everyone's saying NSCAT talk sound good. Twitter, my wife, Jasper, okay. For some things like this are okay, right? Taxes, maybe we can get rid of just for us. Oh god, he started. Shut the fuck up, you stupid prick. And there's the tips. Toto is back. Oh, that's right. I heard that he changed the words. Like he got caught out or something. Like he said he didn't have a tips goal, and it was right there at the top of the page, written tips goal. But then he just changed the wording to tips total, just so he wouldn't be wrong. That's fucking weird. So it says tips total. Can we get 100 likes pre-stream podcast? Get to fuck, you sad dick. Like, guys, I want this to be a special wee weird pre-stream podcast bingo session, and I think he's going to talk a lot about yesterday, personally. I know he's kind of wanted to do the whole thing in the first place. He wanted to do it all on Saturday and leave it there on Saturday and not go back to it. But I think it's still very fresh, and I think he will be definitely talking about it. So what words can we maybe remove and add? What words do you want to see added to this? I've already added one, which is monetize. That's a new one. Because he was fucking pushing that so hard. It's like, I'm not going to monetize this video. And he really just fucking bullshitted people about that, because he's absolutely monetizing the fucking thing. In fact, I think I've seen it on one of his pages here. It was a wee graphic. It was, fucking how far back do we go? Try page 5. He probably hit the gin hard last night. He's not the only one. I hit everything fucking last night, Jesus Christ. Where's the wee graphic I seen? No, maybe 3. Where's the wee... So someone made an image on here which showed you exactly how Phil was actually monetizing the bastard thing. Maybe it's actually page... for fuck's sake, go to page 5. Go fucking... This tits are out of control. This is where it was before, I think. Fuck off. Yeah, I drank way too much last night, as I said. You ever drink so much that you kind of lose some of your night and you don't know what happened? That's what happened to me. Although I got some of the night back. This is what I was looking for. So yeah, so Phil obviously disabled advertisements on his video, and super thanks was not applicable to the live stream, but in the react segment, so this is the react segment, basically this image shows you what Phil actually did. Segmented monetizing. This is what I'm saying though, he disabled the pop-ups, but that's it. He probably still got his usual kind of fucking tipping happening. It's just that he was not going to read them out at the time, and he was not showing it as pop-up. But he's trying to mask it as, oh, I didn't make a single penny or whatever doing this part of the stream, when he's just bullshitting the fuck out of everyone. And even someone called him out for it, Eternal. He's like, you really are, you kinda are monetizing. And he just felt just like, get the fuck out of here. No, he got a 62 total that he was transparent with. He was transparent about $62, but I can guarantee you he got more. He probably got, look, I'm willing to wager he got over $200 yesterday, just because of off the stream. We'll say off the stream, behind the scenes technically, because he wasn't being as transparent as usual, especially during that 8-hour fucking nonsense. Hey Sadie, how you doing? But that's what I'm saying though, it's like, this is why I got monetizing, because he might probably stress this point again. Support, so that's why I monetize. So as I said, the plan I've got here, we haven't got a lot of time. The fucking nonsense is playing. DSP's a good morning, he seems all chirpy and happy. Prick. Cabbage McGraw, fuck off. And they've got a Sonic emote, and they got fucking 612 members. So many socks, man, Jesus Christ. So I think it was a weekend, it was an interesting weekend, we'll put it that way. I liked seeing the people that I saw. It was great to see like my old friend again and all that, and he was in a happy mood the whole time. It was great. The things that we done, I drank too much, and I'm brutal, I'm rough, and also a couple of things we done, like activity wise, not a big fan of, like, you know, like, so it's things like that. I hated the kind of experience, but I was happy with who I was with, if that makes sense. It's like misery having to go to, no offence to Bristol, right, but when we left Glasgow it was nice and sunny, which is nice and rare, you know. We landed in Bristol and it's like a flood. It's like, what the fuck's going on? We left Glasgow for this, and it took a while to get out of the airport as well, because like staff shortages and all, so we're on the plane for a while, and then it took a while to get through to the actual Bristol itself, because Bristol, the place, is like separate from the airport. It's like a 15-minute drive or something, 20-minute drive away, and yeah. But I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's done now, essentially, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was an experience, put it that way, it was an experience. So guys, but I want this, because of Saturday, because of what happened with DSP on Saturday, I want to kind of focus on making this a unique DSP bingo. I'm happy to temporarily remove things to try and encourage other things to maybe make it through. What things do you want seen on the card? Like, from what you witnessed last night, what do you think Phil's going to mention in this podcast today that you want to see on the card? And that's why I put monetize. I think he's going to mention that again, for example, so I've got monetize. I'm going to remove a couple of things like taxes. Temporarily. Drama, John and Howard. Okay, yeah. I'll do a separate one. Do one for John, one for Howard. Drama's already on here, I think. I'm pretty certain. Drama is on here already. Yeah, there it is already. Drama's already part of it. It has been part of it the whole time. You think I would willingly stare into hell? I wasn't saying that. I don't know. Extra support, maybe. Support is already on here as well. I think it would, yes, but I'm pretty sure support's definitely on here. There's no way it's not. But so what things should I remove, maybe even just for today, to make sure it doesn't kind of get in the way? You know, I'm thinking. Let's set a support right there. I'm thinking. Let me think. Crowdfunded, yes. Jealousy, yes. I'm going to remove robust for now. Tips, vest, glasses, hat, and maybe remove robust. Yeah, I should shout. Maybe I should wear. Okay, so I'm going to do exactly that. But to be honest, man, he used to say all the time. It was like he'd go through the kind of goals, and he'd always mention pretty much hat and glasses and like vest, because obviously it's just saying what people would get for these goals, and he stopped doing it. So we've not had any of that in the pre-stream for a long time now. No, I'm keeping Thus. Thus is staying. Thus, robust. But we're going to get rid of glasses and a hat. What was I want? Vest. And now it's all members' goals. Aye, exactly, yeah. See, insults Connecticut could actually be good, because obviously it's all about the past and everything. And people's, what was it? Everyone is saying, people saying, they're basically the same thing. Everyone / people is saying. I'll just say people. Everyone, people saying. That way it can be is saying, are saying. So yeah, and I'm going to remove. What was it? People. Where did I? I've lost it. Oh, there it is. So I'll remove that. Oh god, I am so rough today. I wanted to do the stream still, but I'm so rough today. So, well, Italian we can get rid of for now for sure. It's probably not going to mention that. Years ago story, nobody behind the scenes. Yeah, that's a good one. Hands for the hair, shows off ball spot. Choose nails is not one we need to worry about. I think right now. Hateful slurs, I don't think I want either right now. It's still going to be random, by the way, guys. It's still going to be random. You'll still pick the cards, but I just kind of wanted to try and tweak the circumstances a little bit specifically, because I think this is going to be a very unique one because of what happened yesterday. I have a feeling we might as well just try and make most of that and capitalise a little bit, and just make this a bit more of a fun bingo card with some different things on it than usual. So yes, that's what I'm going for. Random metaphor is just random. I'm going to remove that. Buy-in, I mean, he doesn't say buy-in anymore. He stopped saying buy-in. That used to be happening all the time. Vestigial arm flail, percentile. Percentile is something I didn't really take off. A lot of games going in and didn't, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Liquidity I'm going to keep, I think, because he likes it sometimes. And yeah, I think everyone happy with how this looks. So it's just a whole word list here. So everyone, people saying, Scat Talk, sound good, Twitter, my wife, Jasper, okay, alright, help, toxic to real, mature, food talk, burp, tips, blowing nose, lip smack, members, drinking support, family time, digging in ear, positive content, well, positive inning content. Is everyone happy with how this looks then? Is it still in music? It's still music. Fuck off. Oh, goodness me. Oh, and by the way, so yeah, if everyone's happy with this, I'll go ahead. So let me. Actually, this is what I'm going to say as well. Apparently, say he took medication and he didn't snort once. Is that true? He didn't snort once in like 8 hours, 11 hours, because according to him, he took medication. Is this actually real? Or did he eventually snort after a while after the medication wore off? And of course, if this means that he's always had medication to deal with snorts, why does he never take it? He just puts people through that just for the hell of it. It was something I seen in Kiwi Farm. Somebody mentioned like the snorts. I can't even mind what page I was on. I think it was on like page 11 or something in this. He snorted a lot after fake crying. I've seen a clip of that on Twitter, the fake crying. I'll just stop there for now on that. I'll come back to that later on. Maybe we can even go through it after, ourselves a wee bit, who knows. Let's generate the bingo card. Before I continue, guys, I want to show my appreciation to everyone that's been subscribing lately. We're up to like 925 subscribers. I'm 75 subscribers away from 1,000, which is what I'm going for. Right at the end of the last stream, as I was finishing, I got an anonymous £1 tip. I want to thank you to that anonymous person. I mean, I don't know if they're here, that's what I'm saying, but it literally came up as anonymous tipped £1, so thank you very much for that. Sir, Mr. Professor, and Freded Kane have also become subscribers. The last subscriber I had was Freded Kane, according to my activity feed. So thank you very much, guys, for subscribing. If you have subscribed, I really appreciate it. And as I said, I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm so pushing that hard just to try and get there. And maybe we'll get there soon enough. Who knows? Maybe I can ask Shinko. Shinko's got like tons of socks, so maybe I can get him to fucking just randomly sub to me for all his socks. I don't know, I'm kidding on. I have post-nasal drip as well, even unmedicated. I never had to clear my throat as much as him. Yeah, he's fucking so bad for it, man, isn't he? He's so bad for it. Like, it's not the... It's the fact that Phil just doesn't care about trying to mask it for his fans, Like, he's got to present himself this way, and he's like, oh, if I press this button very easily, I can mute myself when I snort. It's like, nah, I'm just going to do it right into the fucking microphone. Fuck that. It's too much effort. I'm just going to snort directly into it and reverberate people's eardrums with my earth-shattering snort heard around the world. God damn, man, he's such an obnoxious piece of shit. Right, guys, we are going to generate now. Okay, so you're happy with the bingo card, how it looks? Let's generate bingo cards. We need... Somebody pick a word. He's either pretending or making it seem worse than it is for money and survey. So somebody pick a word. Well, actually, we want monetize. We want... let's try and find one which has got everything that we want in it, right? In terms of the new ones. We want drama, John. I forgot to add John and Howard, and for God's sake, I'm so fucking dumb. Hang on. Hang on, I'll just put Rambo. And if it says John, it still counts. Rambo, Howard. I forgot about that. I'm so dumb. So, okay. Alright, so we're all good now. Crazy Kevin Castro, you guys. You back. You too. Right, so we're trying to find DSP Prestream Podcast Bingo. We're trying to find everything which has got basically... The word is Rambo. Okay, I will just say. But to be fair, if I find, we'll see the Rambos, we'll see what else is in there. There's 281. There's 280 cards with Rambo from 1,000. So almost 1 in 4. Right, we want one which also has Howard in it. That doesn't. There's Howard there. That's good, actually a good one here. So there's Howard. There's Drama. There's Monetize. This one might be our winner here, actually. This one. Okay, this one has a lot of new ones in it. Guys, what we're thinking, this one here. Do we like it? Do we want this one? Get away, face wriggle. I'll let you guys decide. Me and I want the word, you guys. Oh, you guys. Oh, I'm not sure if I've actually got that already, that's the thing. It's a very solid card. Let me very quickly check my list of words here on my notepad file. Sounds good. Yeah, sound good is actually all. Is that on here as well? Sound good is usually part of the normal one, but it's not included in this card. But sound good is usual. The word is you guys. I feel like I've got that ready. Let me go through very quickly and my list of stuff. You get. Does he not say you guys? I don't know why I've never added that. Because he says it all the fucking time. Obviously, you guys. You guys want this, you guys want that. I'll tell you what. Bottom left of the card. Sound good is actually on there, fucking blind. I'm we're not even playing yet and I'm fucking missing him, Jesus Christ. I'm so... Yeah, my senses are shot to hell today. Right. Actually, let me just very quickly just hang on, you guys. You guys is on there. Okay, you guys is actually part of the normal bingo card. Okay, sorry, I do have it on there, it's just not part of this particular card. Oh, I want to... Hang on. Monetize. You know, this is a... I'm not going to bother saving that one, fuck it. But I'm going to... This is a card we're going to use to the right hand side. Let me save it right now so I don't lose that bastard. So it's still quite also a randomly generated one, but we've kind of picked one which has a lot of the kind of new ones which I think... Celebrate England going to lose to Italy and Germany. Italy are a bit dodgy right now, aren't they? I don't know if they seem a wee bit fragile right now. I don't know. So let me save this bingo card very quickly so I don't lose it. Oh, Cheryl, I should hurry up, man. It's 7 o'clock. 7 PM my time. Is he live yet? Okay, he's not live yet. Guys, I think I'm going to have to... I mean, Hungary are no bad. I think Hungary are underrated. But let's not get to the daily football at all. He might start any second, so I'm going to have to leave it unmuted so you got music. I'm sorry. I'll turn it down though. I'll turn it down. I'll turn it down as far as it'll go. What's he saying? The fucking idiot today. I'm ready for chill today, for sure. It's definitely needed. And there's fucking $10 he got randomly supercharged. We've probably got a year to wait for what? That was an undertaking. The reactor alone was 8 hours long. Fuck it, okay. Oh, I thought about Street Fighter. Okay, right, let me very quickly try and prepare everything then. I'm on the wrong thing. So I need to go over here. I don't know anything about football, but I support my country no matter what. That's fair enough, that's fair enough. Right, I need to have this be... this, is that right? Yeah, that's a good start. And then we have to open up Microsoft Paint. I am so goddamn bad today for fucking functioning as a human being. What's DSP saying in his chat? Phil just said, the weird thing is that if you look back over my content historically, Howard really isn't in a lot. A few co-op documentaries, a joystick vids, etc. But people somehow got this notion that he was always a close friend involved in everything when it wasn't like that at all. The most he ever was involved in anything was Project 7. But he called my friend, Phil. Anytime he appeared on like your videos to play games, he referred to him as your friend. You went over and played in his arcade cabinets. He was, for all intents and purposes, a friend. So that's bullshit right there. Phil just fucking trying to rewrite history for his own sake and convenience. He threw fucking Howard so hard under the bus from what I'm seeing, so bad. I'm still trying to experience it myself. To like the actual... I've been trying to just keep tabs on it, but it's so hard, there's so much to go through. Okay. So, oops, I opened the wrong thing. Why is that open? I don't want to open that, sure. Right, where are you? I went Wales, it's pretty nice looking. I'll use our topic for nations. Welsh, English and part Scottish. Well, that's a little bit of everything. Okay, we've got the bingo card as well. We've got the bingo card up. See, Phil was saying yesterday was very much closure for me in his chat right now. He's saying it's very much closure for him. This is why I feel like it's a bit of a gamble. It feels like on one hand he would surely mention the stream yesterday and it'll be brought up at times. Even then, even though he's going to say it's closure, he probably still will mention Howard and Rambo. Just in the reference of, you know, it's closure, so it's going to fast. Did Wales actually win then? Is that full time? Wales are victorious? It's okay, Wales are qualified. Okay, fair enough then. Battle of Britain. Ukraine don't get to go to the World Cup. Everyone's going to hate Wales. Bleh. Goodness me. Right, so this is a bingo card we've got, guys. We've got Behind the Scenes, Thus, Rambo, Day Off. Anytime he goes for a dumb close-up. He does it sometimes, especially. Then we've got Drama, Twitch, Honest, Drinking, and Goal. Then Arm Flail, Reddit, Snort. Hopefully he's not taking his medication today, and we'll hear plenty of snorts. Reality, and a self-brag. Lean in bands, a burp, on demand, monetize on Twitter, and finally, sound good, Howard, members, nobody, and face jiggle. And sometimes when he goes full cloud mode and he's done dumb close up, it will actually have face jiggle as well because it's Phil, he's a fucking cunt. Phil was saying right now in his chat, I'm not doing any drama for a long while, 8 hours was enough yesterday. He said it's mentally relieving, but I do need to move on, do relaxing stuff today. I'm completely drained. What a fucking toxic piece of shit. Tell you what, while we're waiting, so everything's set up here and ready to go, right? But let's just go full screen again. Right? And then just go here. And let's just go through this topic together while we're waiting, right? Just make sure. I'm going to turn this up a wee bit just in case. It's just in case I missed the start of pre-streaming, I'm not paying too much attention. What are you doing? Pathetic, give my ability to stack it in his favour. Phil just watched a Pay Me Tons video. Yeah, Phil, I seen that clip, but he got so salty about the Pay Me Tons thing. It's a parody. Phil was genuinely looking upset about this shit. It's a parody he made. It wasn't this. He didn't even mention. Like, he kind of mentioned Phil by saying Dark Side. Yeah, it was a wee shot at Phil, kinda, but he got so personal and got hurt by it. Jesus, man. Kiwi farms. I can understand why people are a bit scared of kiwi farms if they have the danger of seeing something like this made. God damn. Okay. Holy shit, Phil doesn't like Coward, it's all Howard's fault for stealing Rambo away, particularly girls today. Load up the stream, did Phil literally stall for nearly 3 hours for playing the video? Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. Very good user, by the way, very good user. I can't point out why it's a very good user, but it's just something about this user which is a very good user. Whole new generation of DSP soundbites are being clipped today, it's an endless supply. Have we got Abu? Well, Phil says he's ready apparently. Here we go, guys. Showtime. Let's strap in. Oh, wrong screen. Let me transfer. Let's get over here. We're all ready, we're all good. Right, guys, bring your A game.
Good morning, everybody. Hui. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the stream. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Today is Sunday, the 5th of June, 2022. I'm Darkside Phil. And
there's a snort show, eh? No medication.
I'm in recovery. I'm in recovery mode, man. Yesterday was a hell of a day, right? I know we're going to be talking about this a bit today. But let me tell you guys something. I am so glad that today we are pretty much all day long doing chill streaming. And what I mean by that is with Skyrim on the first stream and then some Zelda Link to the Past on the late stream, right?
Wait for it.
It's going to be nice and relaxing and interactive
that's
and
a
fun,
burp.
and we're just going to have a good day today. You know, recuperating.
Sure, I'm going to pause him for a second in case I miss something. That's a burp. That's a burp straight at the fucking gates. We've had a snort and a burp. Disgusting pig. I feel like he might say a whole bunch in a quick succession, which is why I'm pausing, guys, alright? I got a weird feeling he's going to just rapid fire us.
I don't even think there's another real way to say it. Yesterday, I don't think we all knew what we were getting into, right? And don't worry, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, we're going to talk about it in just a moment here.
Yes.
But,
there's no snort.
wow. I hope you're all doing well. And I hope that, you know, after everything yesterday, right? I wonder if anyone will be able to even like watch all of that. Seriously, like it was just insane.
There's no snort
I
right
guess
there.
we might as well just start talking about it, or I might as well.
I'm going to be pausing here, guys. Sorry.
Yesterday was my react event where I reacted to the John and Howard video from 2015.
Okay. Let's so yesterday. So I don't have reacted sometimes on there. But there we go. I know it said John, but Rambo is John. It's just well done. Right, hang on. Sorry, guys. This could be over very quickly. It really could be. Body function sounds are a sure thing every time. That's a good point, actually. Right, let's go.
Which, you know, I called it the response video, but a lot of people called it like a hit piece or an attack on me at the time. And I never had responded to it formally. Every once in a while, I would like do a little, you know, answer here or there on like a battle royale stream or whatever. But,
Is there no snort?
man, that was an ordeal. First of all, just to go down memory lane, right? And as I'm going through my history with these guys, I'm remembering the good times and all the fun we had together. Because you might say, what about the bad times? There were no bad times. Really, there weren't. All the bad times.
No, not for you, because you're a selfish piece of shit and you just didn't care how everyone else was. As long as you were happy, that's the main thing. Fucking idiot, man. It was everything's going great for me, so yeah, no one else is suffering because I'm so happy, because I'm making all this money right now. I just had to fucking get out of there, man. So I still think we're going to hit a lot in quick succession. I'll try not to pause as much. Sorry, guys.
Times came later, after having moved across the country and losing touch, and all the drama that happened on the internet as a result of that. every moment I spent with those guys in person was good, you know, and that's what I mean. Like some people, actually, it's funny. They say stuff like, "Well, Phil, doesn't this like taint the past, right? With everything that happened in your past with these guys, and you know, obviously the bad blood. They would have made a video like that if there wasn't bad blood. Isn't the past ruined, right? No, absolutely not. From my perspective, all right, all those times that we had together back then, you know, we're talking at this point, you know, the best of times, the best co-op playthroughs and everything, we're about a decade ago. You know, right now, during this time frame, right now, a decade ago, was Project 7, where we were releasing the episodes over the course of the year. We were filming, we were, you know, working on promotion, going to conventions to advertise and showcase the show. Pretty crazy thing that it's a decade ago at this point. But those were great times, you know. I can look back fondly on those times, remembering how much fun they were, how positive everything was at the time. You know, those playthroughs from back in the day are immortalized on my channel. You can go watch them at your own leisure whenever you want. And understand that there was no bad blood. It was all enjoyment of games, enjoyment of our friendship, and you know, the attitude that, hey, we're just here to mess around and have a good time. You know, this isn't a professional level piece of work. This isn't a highly advertised, a highly promoted, a highly edited, a highly produced piece of content. This is just a bunch of friends getting together, dicking around, turning on a camera and tossing it on the internet. That was always kind of the attitude that we had towards it, right?
You know what? Even though I was kind of waiting for him to, I'm going to say drinking is drinking. A lot of people get confused with it. It's because I've got it there as him saying it, but I'm just going to fucking have it as an action as well. So fuck, I'm going to take drinking because he took a sip. Fuck it. I'm rewriting the rules as I go along. It's my damn bingo card and I'll do whatever the fuck I want. There we fucking go. There we go. He's very borderline for several things here. He really is borderline. Like, he had a very good chance there to say on demand when he's talking about how it's immortalised in this channel, not shit, you know. But he didn't say it, the son of a bitch. You know, he's flirting with it.
So no, I don't look back to the past like that in a very negative light at all. I look back to it.
Oh, shit.
Money, money.
Thank you very much, Anonymous, for the £1 tip. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, the self-brag I thought could have happened already, technically, because he's talking about how amazing things were for him and all that shit. It's funny. The self-brag will come, I think. He's when he finish off the story, that will be self-brag mode. I was like, I'm better now. No, actually, he's going to get to self-brag very easily by the time he's finished recapping this dumbass wee story of his. So it's just what else will we get on the way?
Fondly and say, wow, that was a great time in my life. I know it was a great time in their lives. You know. But man, I don't think any of us knew what we were getting into yesterday. You know, reacting to their video, but then adding the context in of everything they were saying, added another hour. So it was a 2.5 hour video. And then me adding in the context, the background, and everything I had to say from my perspective was 8 hours. Yes, I'm not kidding. So if you're ready or you're planning on watching that thing, you better have like a whole day lined up and cleared up. Because 5 videos, and each video was roughly about an hour and a half long. One of them was 2 hours long. So you need 8 hours to watch the damn thing. You know, and even then, I feel like even after that, you don't really understand the whole thing in just one watching. Because, for example, I had to rewatch their video, John and Howard's video, multiple times to kind of catch everything, to understand everything. It's very disjointed. It's very not in any kind of an order at all. I don't know if that was intentional or not. It was just all over the place. So yeah. So just to forewarn all of you, if you are interested in watching me reacting to the John and Howard video, you need a lot of time, and it's going to be a lot of investment too, because there's a lot of heavy shit talked about in that video about my past. Me fessing up to basically being an asshole, not a very good friend to them many times over the course of the friendship, which is one of the reasons that it resulted in the way it did. But also, talking about a lot of my issues that I had, mentally, because of some really messed up stuff that was happening at certain times in my life, and how that affected the way that I reacted or did, had attitude towards them, or even, the things I said and did on the internet to some extent. Thank God I'm in a much better place now, for sure,
Self-brag. That's a self-brag, I think. That's got to be a self-brag. I'm putting on. That's a fucking self-brag.
But to go back to that, put myself into that position again was very exhausting, to say the least. I was in this room yesterday from 10:45 a.m. until about 10:45 p.m. And the only time that I got up was one time I used the restroom, one time I went to get the food for Feasting with the King, all right, and then I put the food back, and that was it. Like, I was in here all day long. I had a splitting headache by like 6:30 p.m., and I had to go pop and leave and to even continue, and then there's another 3 hours or more. It was more, like almost 4 or more hours after that, Like, holy shit. That absolutely was the longest stream I've ever done, in history, 10 to 10, uninterrupted, essentially. Now, what I will say is this. You want to go watch the pre-stream podcast, it's definitely a different vibe. You want to watch Feasting with the King, there's definitely a different vibe. Feasting with the King was Vietnamese food, which, oh boy. Let me just put it this way. Some of the stuff was actually pretty good, and I was like, wow, I would like to try that again. And basically the main course was absolutely disgusting. Like, wow, I would never have that ever again. That was fucking, I don't even know how anyone would like that. It's got to be an acquired taste. Let's put it that way. So anyway, pretty crazy. All right. And, again, it's all online at your own leisure. You can watch it whenever you're ready. All right. It's not monetized.
Why the okay, he said monetized, but why? What is he on demand? He refuses to say on demand all of a sudden. I'm going to take monetized, he just said it there, but for God's sake, he's all these chances to say on demand, and the motherfucker won't say it. Why? He's doing this on purpose. I think he's doing this on purpose. He knows what I'm fucking playing. Oh shit, Shingo got back to me. I asked Shingo earlier on for some bingo words to things, and he suggested behind me, in the past, moving forward. It's a good shout. It's already started bingo, sadly, but maybe next time. Who knows? I need to get a bingo. There we go. Stream back up. There we go. Yeah, okay, we're good. But I was just reading messages Shinko. So I try to get Shinko to send me suggestions as well, but it was out at the time. He's watching the stream.
Entire reactivate.
I'll go back 5 seconds to things.
All right, it's not monetized. The entire reactivate. Now, of course, you know, I know when I do an event like that, that's meaningful. That's going to explain a lot of stuff. You know that.
Give me a second, guys. Because I'm pausing. It's not happened yet, but it's going to happen. I can see Phil's chat. Because we've got Lean and Ban, right? I've got Phil's chat open to me. I can actually see his chat. Somebody got Lean, but it's not happened yet on here, if that makes sense, because I'm pausing. I don't know whether to tick it now because I know it's going to happen, or just wait for it. We'll wait till see when we see him leaning in like how long? Like 3 minutes time. When we see him leaning, I think we'll just do it there.
You're going to get a lot of complete horseshit from disgusting, vile people, and I'm not going to sit here and name names or anything, but you know who they are out there. People who are absolutely just terrible human beings. You know, don't deserve a platform to do the shit that they do. All right, they shouldn't have one. Saying some of the nastiest things possible about me. I fully knew it was going to happen. You know, I demonetized the entire event.
No, you fucking didn't.
And now the videos are uploaded to YouTube, demonetized. Oh, but you have super thanks on. Yeah, it's called super thanks on the channel. You can't just turn it off for certain videos. You can, you fucking moron. You need to educate yourself better on how YouTube works. You know, like, either I have super thanks or I don't. So I should just disable super thanks forever, permanently on my channel, because I have 5 demonetized videos uploaded to the channel, according to these people, right? Genius level intelligence. Or, you know, Phil murdered his friend, T, in the 90s. He's a murderer. What the fuck? I've never seen anyone say that. What the fuck? That's wrong. That's fucking shit, crazy shit. Who said that? Who said Phil murdered him? Or who said Phil murdered him? Fucking hell. We'll keep playing, sorry. You know, or crocodile tears. Oh yeah, that was definitely crocodile tears. I mean, the fake crying was funny. He fake cried like a bitch, man. That was so good. That was like Amber Heard trying to pretend to cry in court kind of tears, man. It's just to me, it's like, at this point, I've already had everything possible said about me on the internet, like pretty much everything. So to be called a murderer at this point is like, it's just like, whatever, man. You know, seriously, like, what? I don't even care. I actually had 2 different people this morning contact me, and they're like, you absolutely, positively need to start flagging content on the internet, because yesterday it was some of the most vile things they'd ever seen, with the shit that people were actually saying about me, and basically like they're like, I think that's it. I think that's a leaning ban right there. I'm gonna tick that, because I said I can see the chat in live time, but because I had it paused, I didn't see it happen, because it's desynced essentially. But that's a leaning ban right there. So we'll tick leaning ban. There we go. Got another one. Fantastic. Like, it's one thing to make fun. It's another thing to even defame, but it's another thing entirely to like actually have vile, malicious intent and that, you know, there's quite a few people who restreamed my content yesterday. Like, that was exactly what they were doing. They were just being insanely vile, and like to the point where they're like, this can't be allowed on YouTube. I mean, the things they're saying have to be against community guidelines. I'm like, yeah, but you gotta understand something.
Excuse the fuck out of me. After all the shit he gets away with having on YouTube, excuse the fuck out of me. Pot kettle black? What the absolute fuck? Yeah, every single... You basically break it for fucking begging constantly and using it as some kind of crowdfunding service, not shitting. Oh my fucking god, this delusional cunt. That's that fucking pause screen. I'm confident we'll get some of these hit, for sure, but I should keep going.
And like, I've been here, done that. How many years? This has been happening to me for so long, man. This is just normal activity on the internet towards me. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't anything out of the norm. This isn't like, wow, they went above and beyond. It's like, no, this is like a normal weekend where, you know, I sneeze and, you know, hear the expose on Phil sneezing and how awful it was, right? I'm not surprised, you know, to hear stuff like, or DSP is monetizing his friends. What are you talking about? The entire thing was demonetized. To the extent that I could, and not harm my channel, you know, I didn't want to risk losing my business, my home, and everything, my livelihood, over one event. So no, I wasn't going to completely demonetize my channel for the event and then hope that I can remonetize it right away.
Why not just do what, you know, Howard and Rambo did? Make a brand new channel specifically for React, one video, done, separate, and move on. That would have worked. You have a brand new channel, couldn't really monetize it, under 1,000 subs. Why not? Could have just done the exact same thing that Rambo and Howard had done, and just be done with it. Instead, nah, he monetised the shit out of that. Well, he would have done the thing in the first place, remember? After meeting a certain number of members being hit. So he monetised it. The event happened in the first place was because of a monetised incentive. So it absolutely was monetised even before it was announced, essentially. Because people were becoming members in the hope that he would do it. And then gifted memberships was a thing, and it fucking sailed in. Because fucking socks are everywhere.
Because I don't trust YouTube. To be honest, I just don't. YouTube has all this shit in place and just assumes it all works. It almost never does, you know? Do I really believe that I can completely demonetize my channel at the click of a button and then I can immediately fully remonetize it with another click of the button? No, I do not. I don't believe that in any way, shape, or form. I think what would happen is it would probably fuck up. It would be delayed. You know, I'm not going to fuck around with that. It's one thing to say, all right, no contributions, please, during the event. You know, there will be small portions monetized, but for the most part, no ads.
There we go. He just admitted it was partially monetised. He just outright said it. So it's not completely demonetised because it's partially monetised. For fuck's sake.
No contributions, please. And for the most part, you know, you guys listened, and I'm happy about that.
For the most part. So is Phil going to be transparent now and reveal the contributions he actually did get, which he can now reveal because it's no longer part of the React content? Is he going to allow this information to be known to the public? Did 1 Minute Man actually still tip, even though you asked people not to? Me thinks he did.
Like, that yesterday was not about that at all. It wasn't a normal business day for me. It was a special event that I wanted to clear the air. After 7 years, I finally said my piece. You know, I gave my perspective. I think it was eye-opening for a lot of people. And you know, one thing that I do want to say, and I didn't say this at the end of it yesterday because I was too exhausted and I forgot. You have to understand something. What I did yesterday was my subjective perspective. Mine. It's not objective. That was not an objective viewing. That was a subjective perspective. All right? That's how life is. You are a subject, and everything you do is from your subjective perspective. You can't be objective unless you're not involved in a situation at all and you're seeing it from the outside. Then you can objectively judge something. There's no way I can objectively judge anything that I did yesterday because I was involved in all of it, you know? So I can't, you know, but at least, at the very least, what I feel is that
Am I crazy? Did he say reality? Am I completely mishearing things? I need to rewind this, guys, because he's on a weird rant, but I feel like he actually said something and it went over my head because he's just speaking pish. Right, well, we'll start from here, okay?
normal business day for me. It was a special event that I wanted to clear the air.
Now, let's pay attention.
After 7 years, I finally said my piece.
We'll go back more. We'll go back more. Okay. We'll go there.
They were just being insanely vile. And
maybe
like,
too far.
To the point where they're like, this can't be allowed on YouTube. I mean, the things they're saying. I've been here, done that. How many years? This has been happening to me for so long, man. This is just normal activity on the internet towards me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, this isn't anything out of the norm. This isn't like, wow, they went above and beyond. It's like, no, this is like a normal weekend where, you know, I sneeze and, you know, hear the expose on Phil sneezing and how awful it was, right?
I'm doing my best to pay attention, guys.
I'm not surprised, you know, to hear stuff like, or DSP is monetizing his friends. What are you talking about? The entire thing was demonetized. To the extent that I could and not harm my channel, you know, I didn't want to risk losing my business, my home, and everything, my livelihood over one event. So no, I wasn't going to completely demonetize my channel for the event and then hope that I can remonetize it right away, because I don't trust YouTube. To be honest, I just don't. YouTube has all this shit in place and just assumes it all works. It almost never does, you know? Do I really believe that I can completely demonetize my channel at the click of a button and then I can immediately fully remonetize it with another click of the button? No, I do not. I don't believe that in any way, shape, or form. I think what would happen is it would probably fuck up. It would be delayed. You know, I'm not going to fuck around with that. It's one thing to say, all right, no contributions, please, during the event. You know, there will be small portions monetized, but for the most part, no ads, no contributions, please. And for the most part,
what would you guys call an arm flail? He's had quite a few borderline arm flails, you know. Like he'll have like one arm go up and kind of semi flail halfway and then go to the side. Is that an arm flail, or does that not count? It's one of these things like, what is a genuine arm flail? Is it like when he's like wacky waving an inflatable arm, man? It's all in the air. How much of a flail does it need to be before it gets confirmed as a flail? I don't know. We'll keep going.
You know, you guys listened, and I'm happy about that. Like, that yesterday was not about that at all. It wasn't a normal business day for me. It was a special event that I wanted to clear the air. After 7 years, I finally said my piece. You know, I gave my perspective. I think it was eye-opening for a lot of people. And, you know, one thing that I do want to say, and I didn't say this at the end of it yesterday because I was too exhausted and I forgot. You have to understand something. What I did yesterday was my subjective perspective. Mine. It's not objective. That was not an objective viewing. That was a subjective perspective. All right? That's how life is. You are a subject, and everything you do is from your subjective perspective. You can't be objective unless you're not involved in a situation at all and you're seeing it from the outside. Then you can objectively judge something. There's no way I can objectively judge anything that I did yesterday because I was involved in all of it, you know? So I can't, you know, but at the very least, what I feel is that I showed, all right, oh, by the way, I didn't have pop-ups enabled. Oops. Yeah, I didn't have pop-ups enabled because I got a tip. I was like, huh? And I was like, oh, the pop-ups are still disabled from yesterday. So hopefully they work now because I now clicked on them. We'll actually go, when I go to gameplay, I have to make sure I have them enabled there too. But anyway, you know, if anything, I hope what I did is I gave a frame of reference so that now, moving forward, when people want to talk shit about the past and things that people have said about me, and you say, yeah, but you know, even Phil's closest friends didn't like him and betrayed him. I was like, actually, you should go watch Phil's react on that because he has a lot to say about it. he waited long enough to even say a word about it because he didn't want to hurt his friends any further than he already had. He waited 6.5 years to even say his piece because he knew that it wouldn't hurt them anymore.
What the fuck up, you cunt? There's not a reason. That is not the goddamn reason. Bull fucking shit. You didn't even pick up the phone to fucking talk to them. Jesus, you fucking waited until their existence online was banished and obliterated and you felt it was safe to crawl out your hole and then make a fucking video on it. Monetize it as much as you're denying it's monetized. You just confirmed there you're still getting tips even though there's no pop-ups. You still get the tips like normal because it's just fucking PayPal they're donating to. So what the fuck are you talking about? How it's like I didn't do this because I was protecting my friends' feelings. You didn't give a shit about your friends. Every time you fucking called you just wanted to make a video with them. You wanted to fucking make money off those guys. Fucking idiot. Pretend he's fucking doing it for his... I made this video now and not earlier because I was doing it for my friend. Fuck the fuck off, you sick dick.
Anymore at that point. You know, and now you can actually see from his perspective everything that was going on. It's very eye-opening, right? So, but anyway, it was subjective. You gotta understand that. That's my perspective. That's my take. Everyone will have a different opinion. Everyone will. Some people will watch that and say, you know, Phil was completely in the right. You know, it was messed up how things happened to him. Other people will look at it and say, nah, you know, Phil still screwed up bad, and John and Howard were completely in the right. Some people will say, okay, well, life isn't black and white. Here's a situation where it's classic. Some things happen on one side, some things happen on another side. There's good stuff, there's bad stuff on both sides. And you end up with a shitty situation, which is pretty much exactly how I feel. You know, and what I do is I look at other situations from people that are very similar. And like I mentioned in the video a few different times, before I ever went into any kind of a relationship that was a business style relationship, you know, with John or Howard or anybody else, there was a situation where I had known that there was a group of guys who were content creators on the internet called, you know, Screw Attack. And two guys who were in charge were Stuttering Craig and Handsome Tom. And they made tons of content over the years together. Absolutely loved doing everything they did. Went to conventions together. I hung out with them at a convention, you know, and stuff like that.
I'm so confused why somebody sort of back by it. Green Lobster just says, guess what, it has in every video from yesterday, super thanks. There you go. So he's still monetizing the videos, and according to Green Lobster, super thanks is on these videos, that his react video as well, the 8-hour react video will go. According to Phil, he can't turn that shit off. Son of a bitch. Kid Flim, welcome to the stream, pal. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. Don't know if you saw, but Phil used your intro once more. He's monetizing off your ass as well. So it's not just Howard and Rambo that gets monetized off. It's also your fine ass. Come on, honest. Give me honest. That's what I'm saying. I'm so paranoid. I keep missing something because I'm so fucking drunk. No, I'm not drunk, guys, anymore. But after I was drinking so much over the past 2 days, my senses are just fucked. My senses are just fucking like non-existent, man. Somebody could punch me and I'd probably react like 2 seconds later rather than straight away. But Kid Flynn, man, good stuff, man. Good to see you on board. So we're trying to win bingo here. Hard to win it because DSP is having some kind of pity, you know, self-pity party right now. Jesus Christ. No, Mew. It was a collaboration. There's evidence on Phil's side. I went back and forth. Don't even start that pish. Like, Phil hurts himself more than anyone else could, Mew, right? Phil is his own biggest worst enemy. Yesterday proved that. Phil, from what I've seen so far, made himself look like a huge piece of shit. All by his own doing. He just revealed how toxic he was and how much of a prick he was on a live stream, reacting to this very brutal put down of him by his two closest old friends. Well, one of them was a close old friend. I always maintain Howard was never really a true proper friend. He was a friend, but he wasn't like a best friend for Phil. And obviously Phil was like, I'm going to throw you under this bus now. Anyway, we need to play. We need to get on with bingo. And
they had a falling out because of this, because of business, because of money, because of, you know, bad relations between them. To the point where, guess what? They stopped talking to each other entirely. They went off and did their own things on the internet.
Whipper, I've been in Bristol for a stag do, and I've been drinking for the past 2 days. I'm not drinking today, but Friday I drank a lot. Saturday I drank a lot. I drank so much on Saturday night, which was last night, that I have a portion of a night that I do not remember. Like, literally kept blackout. But it wasn't like the whole... I think it only lasted like an hour, maybe. I don't actually know how long it lasted, but yeah, I drank a lot. Yeah. So I'm very fragile enough today, and I just thought I'd do some DSP Bingo, little special edition. We got a couple of different words changed and all that. I'm still angry at DSP for David Davison. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. Hey, me, don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's okay. A normal night out in Edinburgh. Fuck man, Edinburgh's. I don't like Edinburgh. Like, the people there seem okay, or some people seem okay, but Edinburgh, I don't know, something about Edinburgh. I'm a Glasgow guy. I'm a Ouija. I'm a Glasgow guy. Anyway, we need to play a video and get through this fucking stream.
Gee, sounds a little familiar, doesn't it? Right? And I think, oh, well, I'm different from that. I'm better than that. I'm smarter than that. I will use that, as a way to basically have an example of what not to do, and then what happens, right?
He kept having a go about Howard and doesn't know how friends talk about each other's grievances with each other and shares them. That's a great point. That's what I'm saying. A lot of you might not even have been around when this original thing happened. Like, I don't know how much and how new or old some of you guys are in terms of following DSP and his antics. I remember when when it all dropped in the first place and Phil freaked out and he was all salty about it, and like people were just going crazy about it, man. They really were. It's like, this is like a huge expose because Phil just couldn't stop running his mouth. And it's like, it made Phil like such a biggest piece of shit in the world and they couldn't really do anything about it. But as I'm saying, people lost their damn minds. But as I'm saying, of course, it's because we knew who Howard was properly, and we knew we knew Howard and John from the Project 7 shit. But these days, obviously, people might only know them simply through Phil's salty rants about them. I love Edinburgh. Fucking each to their own. I mean, Edinburgh's nice to look at. The place itself tires me out. It's a very tiring city, as in there's a lot of hills. If it's a flat road, it's not allowed. There's no flat roads allowed in Edinburgh. Every road must have an incline. I'm a lazy bastard. I can't be arsed for that. I hate how he says John, like my favourite character says that word, same accent. I guess 2020 officially threw in a detractor. Okay. Glasgow got better shopping. Glasgow's weird, but I don't like Glasgow at night. Put it that way. We're getting derailed here, guys. Let's go on.
So anyway, I'm glad it's done with. It was incredibly exhausting. Let me tell you guys, that was probably the most tiring thing. I'm still tired now. It was probably the most tiring thing that I've ever done for the internet. And that's including the days when I filmed for Project 7. That's including previous marathons. That's including everything. Like, seriously. Anything, marathon editing, when I was doing the edited content for KO Gaming. Like, that took the most out of me. Because not only was it physically draining to be in here for 12 straight hours pumping out that stream, but it was mentally draining to go down memory lane and try to remember all of that and try to bring it all up. Because, by the way, like I told you guys, that took a lot of research. That took a lot of behind-the-scenes work to bring up.
Oh, shit. He said a word. Hang on. Let me get the... It's been a while since I had to take a bingo card, but there we go. We're doing no bad so far. Behind the scenes, and everyone ticked off. Fantastic. Oops, I pressed the wrong thing.
I had copious notes that I was referencing frequently during the event to make sure that I didn't forget important stuff. And I'm sure I did, too. And that's the thing, a 2.5 hour video, but I have to add in so much context and so much back information you guys weren't even aware of that even existed, that I'm sure, absolutely sure, that there's going to be, missed stuff. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm not perfect. I can only do my best, to the best of my ability, in a time frame that I had. And the thing is, you know, I didn't enjoy it at all. You know, most days when I'm here live on stream with all of you, I'm having a great time and we're relaxing, we're interacting, we're having fun together. And that was not yesterday. Yesterday was not fun for me at all. To me, yesterday was an arduous task. It was a lot of really tough, you know, reminiscing and trying to do things in a way that I felt were appropriate without going over the top and losing it, which was hard because you guys know I can get emotional. You see me get emotional at games every single day. The last thing I wanted to do was lose control and start going crazy, you know, raging and all of this.
Basically, he just tried his best to not be his usual fucking self. I can't let my true, genuine self get exposed while I'm watching this thing. I need to pretend that I'm not actually salty and bitter as fuck just for another 8 hours. Once the 8 hours are up, I can go back to normal. It's up to you because you're in crisis mode. Think about it because I was saying, yeah, true. He loved the crying section. I seen the crying clip, man. It's like such a good fake cry. He's been working on that fake cry. He's been taking notes. He's been watching, like, you know, these wee kind of daytime dramas so much. He's like, hey, that's a good day. That's a good wee cry. Then I'll just do the wee put the hand to the kind of eye. Just pretend to wipe away a tear. It's no there. Just go a wee sniff as well. You are my friends. Get the fuck out of here.
That wasn't the purpose, you know. But at least as of now, the way I see it, it's over with, right? I've said my piece. You've seen things from my perspective. You don't have to believe it. You don't even have to like it. But at least it's out there now and it's done with, you know. And as I said yesterday, that is my last piece on that, all right? From now on, if you guys say, what about John and Howard? I say, what about them? I did an 8-hour show on them. Go watch it and leave me alone. You know, I mean, that's so far in the past at this point, you know, so far removed from any chance of having any kind of effect on my current life that is very different now, that there's just no point in dwelling on it any longer. Now that I've done that, right? Because that's the thing. It was always an open-ended thing. Well, there was a thing on one side, but there was never anything from the other side. Now you've got it. Okay? And that's that. All right? I'm done for it, or with it. All right? So understand that. I'm not going to be talking about it anymore. After today, I'm done. All right? It's in the past. It's not anything I'm going to be promoting. It's not anything I'm going to be talking about actively because I'm done with it. It's over with. It's retired. In my opinion, we're done. That's the past, right? So please understand that. And of course, as you know, there will be people who will try to troll regarding it. I don't care. He's going to get banned. I don't give a shit. We're done. I'm no more. There's nothing else to say about it. You ask me a single question about John and Howard, you're off base. There's just nothing to say about it whatsoever, you know, in any way, shape, or form. So, and so, my friends, thank you. You know, thank you for allowing me to have that airing, because it was like an airing of feelings, an airing of everything. And like I said, yes, man, I was exhausted. I'm so exhausted right now. Seriously, I'm like completely pooped. Not only physically, you know, physically you can recover mentally. I'm so pooped from doing it. All right. I'm happy that today we are doing relaxing stuff, right? I need it today. I need to relax with you guys and have a good time today. What's funny is I'm on allergy meds and my sinuses are still swollen. Like I took them last night before I went to bed. And
did you really mix that stuff with alcohol? Might explain a lot why it don't really seem to affect them as well as he hoped. You probably shouldn't mix that shit with alcohol, Phil, especially this time in the morning. For fuck's sake. I'm actually surprised he didn't say the word honest. He's not said the word honest, despite all that. I was really expecting him to say honest at some point, but he somehow hasn't said it. It's fucking, it baffles me. So yeah, there you go. Let's keep playing.
I still have a swollen left sinus. It's ridiculous. Like it's snowing outside. I'm not kidding. It's snowing outside right now. There is snow coming down. Only it's not, it's not typical snow. It's pollen outside. It looks like it's snowing with the amount of pollen in the air. It's cotton floating all around. It's ridiculous how bad it is. So anyway, all right, that's done. I'm glad it's over with. Got it off my chest. We're out of here with that crap. All right. So all I can say is this: ignore all the crap on the internet. I don't give a shit about these idiots saying whatever they say. Who cares? I'm so above that shit. I'm so past that shit. You guys know we have fun here on the streams, and that's all we care about. That's it. All right. All right. So let's talk about this week, the schedule coming up this week. Oh, good, the pop-up worked. Good, because I turned it back on, now the pop-up's working. Excellent. Okay, so, yes, all right. Full disclosure, everyone. Let's do it. Today we're back to business, back to streaming as usual, and that means everything is back, Yes, there will be advertisements on this stream. Yes, there will be advertisements on the videos that I upload today. Yes, you can contribute in any way you would like, including a membership, a gifted membership, a super chat, a super sticker, a tip, super thanks if you're watching this on demand on YouTube. It would certainly be appreciated to get some support today, considering the fact that yesterday, for the vast majority of the stream, it was demonetized. Yes, yesterday was basically kind of a day when I didn't make anything, and that's okay. That's okay. There was gonna.
Did he say on demand? Oh yeah. Wait, when did he say on demand recently? Okay, only Ice Barley. He is going to say members like normally as well. He will cover. He always talks about members. He says what number that, you know what I mean. So he will just say members normally. I'm pretty confident. So I don't mind waiting for him to say members like normally, because he will get to. I'm pretty confident he will get to. We're up to like 612 members. Let's check how many more members we got. So I'm alright with that. But did he actually say it on demand? Did I miss that? Dashy, where's Dashy? Dashy's like the expert. I say he's the expert. He's somebody that pays more attention than I do, because I'm a dumbass. Dashy usually knows, to be fair, but I think he's busy as well, like listening to football, to be fair. But if it was recent though, I can rewind. Let me go back a bit.
Advertisements on good, because I turned it back on.
Oh wait, I think no. Okay. Wait. I think Ash would know what about.
All right. Full disclosure, everyone.
I think it was when he was talking about super thanks. Let's just go again.
Everyone, let's do it. Today we're back to business, back to streaming as usual.
Advertisements
on the videos that I upload today. Yes, you can contribute in any way you would like, including a membership, a gifted membership, a super chat, a super sticker, a tip, super thanks if you're watching this on demand on YouTube.
Yeah, well done, Mew. You were right. Good shot, good spot, pal. Good spot. I completely missed that. Kid Flim says, see how this flop was saying. I've not actually seen that. I've heard he was saying it's so weird, but I've not actually seen that. Yeah, so on demand. You know what? We're just going to click members as well. Fuck it. On demand and members. It's going to happen anyway. Fuck it. If he says honest, we've got a bingo. If he says Twitter, or even in a strange way, we've got a Twitter. We actually make it a fucking full screen fucking completion. Straight. Let's just get on with it. So things are looking good. Back to business. Yeah. There we go. So we're all happy. Here we go.
It would certainly be appreciated to get some support today, considering the fact that yesterday, for the vast majority of the stream, it was demonetized. Yes, yesterday was basically kind of a day when I didn't make anything, and that's okay. That's okay. I always knew that's what it was gonna be. I didn't want it to be a day like that. It wasn't the point of yesterday. All right, but now it'd be great today to have a good day. A good day today on stream. Let's see what happens. Okay.
Yeah, didn't he make? I heard he made like $62 or something. Like, because the other parts were normal, like 88. Like he stuffed his fat wee piggy face with food. Didn't he make $62? 10. Well, he probably made more in tips, but officially, did he make $62 or something on tips? I asked Peace that earlier on. I think he said it was 62. Right, let's go.
All right, so let's talk about the coming week and the future, which is what's really important. Not the past, but the future, right? So today it is Skyrim Anniversary Edition here on the first stream. Okay? And, my friends, it's going to be a relaxing session because we're going to be doing the Stormcloaks plotline. Alright? And the Stormcloaks plotline is the political plotline that you have to choose a side of who's going to basically be in charge of Skyrim. And it should be entertaining. It's something that I've been holding off on. I did like side content for like 3-4 straight streams since we finished up with the Dragonborn DLC. And now it is time to do this plotline. I don't remember how long it is. Then again, I did the Imperial side my first run, 11 years ago. So I don't necessarily know
I'm getting
how
bored.
much content is going to be in this plotline. When we're done with that, really there's only one thing left to do before we beat the game, and that is the Dawnguard DLC. That's the DLC regarding vampires and vampire hunting. And
Excuse me a second.
Play through it and you make a choice, who you're siding with and everything.
Fast forward.
Hopefully it's good. I don't really remember much about it. At the same time, the Dragonborn DLC was very good, so I think I can trust that it's going to be entertaining. If it's anything like the Dragonborn DLC, likely it's going to be another 10 to 15 hours of content. So you're talking about another 1 to 2 weeks of streaming Skyrim. What we're going to be doing is just the DLC, okay? And then, once that is done, then we're going to finish the game. Of course, we're not doing all this today. This is just, me telling you kind of the roadmap for Skyrim. We're almost done with it, if you can believe it, okay? Wow. I've been playing it for 6 months. It's about time, right? DC is here, and he has a nice, relaxing haiku for all of us today. He says,
This fucking haiku, fucking brain dead moron. It may involve part bingo card. Let's play it.
This will cheer me up. I think this will cheer everybody up. He says, the colorful lights, the horizon shining blue, the rising sunrise. Again, beautiful, like the haikus from Ghost of Tsushima, right? Relaxing.
Garbage.
Inspiring.
Fucking garbage.
Thank you. If you're wondering why my voice is sounding like this today, obviously it sounds pretty rough. It's because I was talking all day yesterday, A typical day for me. Do I talk a lot? Yes. Mostly on the pre-stream podcast. Some commentary during the day, but I usually get a break. I talked for 12 hours straight yesterday. My voice is shot. There's nothing can be done about that. If I need a lozenge, I'll go get one. And also my sinus is swollen. You can hear it. So I'm not gonna sound 100% today. As always, what I hope will happen is over the course of today, it'll get better. It usually does. Okay. All right. So a nice, relaxing, interactive, and chill stream of Skyrim. This is what I need today. I need a nice stream where we can just chill and have fun. Yes, we'll have fun with the game, but I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of fun conversation and chill interaction and just this is the good kind of streaming. It really is. Then later tonight, I feel that you guys will join me tonight. Will enjoy tonight. Excuse me. I'm all over the place. Let's try this again. Tonight on the late stream, I'm continuing on with The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, and I feel that this has been a really cool and meaningful playthrough for me because it's a game that's one of my favorites of all time, my favorite Zelda game of all time. Re-experiencing it with you guys as the live audience has been super fun, and I'm having a great ball with it. I'm having a blast. I can't wait for more. We've already beaten 4. I'm pretty sure we've already beaten 4 of the dungeons. We have to do another 4 before we get to the end of the game. So probably we'll do 2 more tonight. I would think that's the pace we've been doing is around 2 dungeons a night. They are going to get harder, progressively harder as I play through. So we'll see how it goes. But it should be a good time. Hope you guys will join me for that tonight. Tomorrow, we may actually finish 2 different playthroughs tomorrow. So we got WWE 2K22, and WWE is a game where WWE is a game where I've been following along a simulated career.
Hold up. What the fuck was that? Let's go back to normal speed and rewind that. What the fuck happened to his brain there? This isn't a bingo thing. This is just like Phil's brain just stopped working thing. Hang on.
And WWE is a game where WWE is a game where I've been following along.
Okay, I think he was just like reading chat. I just saw his brain stop fucking working. I was like, what the fuck just happened? But he's actually just reading this chat. Never mind. I just thought it's like he fucking shut down for a second because he mentioned WWE and I thought Champions Time or something. My bad.
A simulated career of my created wrestler, and I've now been on all 3 shows that WWE runs. So I'm at a point now where we're basically near the end, and all there really is left to do is win the final world title that I didn't get yet, and maybe defend it a few times, and I've pretty much done everything that there is in the game. Not to say that I've absolutely completed every single plot line in the game, but, I did a lot of the meaningful ones. We saw what the game has to offer at this point. So I think it's time to try to wrap it up as much as I possibly can. Okay, so we'll see what happens there. I've just been, Royal Rumble match, which I've already spent like 40 minutes trying to win, and I can't because on Legend difficulty, the game constantly just breaks its own rules and cheats in order to win. It seems like it's pretty much unwinnable on Legend. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have to lower the difficulty, but hopefully make progress. And depending on how it goes, it might be my final stream of the game, or maybe we'll do one more. Really depends. Tomorrow night, the late stream is Uncharted 2. All right, and we are in the end game of that game. The game has 27 chapters, and we're starting chapter 23. So it's very possible with tomorrow night's stream we may finish it. What's funny about that is if we do finish it tomorrow night, that means the game is only 10 hours long. And man, I remember Uncharted being way longer than that. But maybe it's just my memory, misremembering, because again, like I said, rose-colored glasses. When you look back at these games from the past, at the time they were like the best games, you hold them up in this high regard. I kind of compare this directly to, when I was playing Mass Effect Trilogy. Was it last year? So I'm replaying the Mass Effect games.
Actually, I could. He did a big Y pose, but is that like an arm flail? Was that an arm flail? I mean, that's like is Jesus Christ, man. We'll let the chat decide. He didn't move his arms around. Let's see. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
when you look back at these games from the past, at the time they were like the best games, you hold them up in this high regard. I kind of compare this directly to. Yeah,
it's like an arm. See, usually, you know what an arm flail is. Let me explain it to you like Phil. Which it's like when he gets really angry and wound up, or just really excited about something, and just kind of the arm flies up just out of the blue. You like knock his microphone sometimes if he's fucking too close to it, like a dumbass. It's like that's an arm flail. Him doing the Y pose randomly, like he's fucking like worshipping someone or whatever. Nah, it's tempting to tick it off, but nah. I'm not gonna. It won't be ticked. That is not an arm flail. It's so tempting to say it is, but I cannot, in good conscience, say that it is. It's praising the tipping gods. Exactly. It's exactly what it is.
When I was playing Mass Effect Trilogy, was it last year? So I'm replaying the Mass Effect games, and I'm like, okay, so Mass Effect 1, right, was a really great game. I would still enjoy it to this day. I think it still holds up, even with its shortcomings. Mass Effect 2, I remembered being the best game in the franchise, and I had replayed it actually the year before, and even then I was like, oh, it's all right, it's decent, but, certainly I was playing through it, I was like, man, this isn't really the masterpiece I remember, right? And in Mass Effect 3, don't even get me started, Mass Effect 3 is literally a grind fest of combat. They took like all the fun shit out of the game. So yeah. That's what it is I think when you play those games in context of when they were new, perhaps they were some of the best games ever. When you play them 10, 15 years later, like I'm playing this one 13 years later, Uncharted 2, we've now played so many games that have, improved upon that formula and or made it better. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, with Uncharted 2, we've already played Uncharted 3, we've already played Uncharted 4, we've already played the expansions, so we've already played games just in the same franchise that were dramatically better. So of course you're going to play this game, you're like, it doesn't feel as good. But in time, it blew everyone away, right? So yeah, I might beat it.
Is Y posing and T posing in the middle? Let me very quickly check this. Whenever I get a good suggestion for a bingo card, I always kind of want to make sure I check it in case I miss it. So let me check the bingo card right now. I don't actually think that Y pose is on there. It's a good shout. I don't actually think I've got it. Dumb close up, I've got that, but that's shows off the bald spot, choose nails, legacy story. I don't actually think. Okay, I'm going to add it right now. It's a great shout, by the way, Sadie. That's a fantastic shout, so I'm going to add it right now, okay, before I actually forget. So for next one, whatever, we've got it. So actually I forgot to save that, monetize. So we go, and then Y/T pose. There we go. Got it added. So for next bingo, we're gonna. It's a great shout. It actually does do quite a bit. I just never thought to add on. It's a great shout. So right, okay, I'm gonna save that. Okay, my wee file. Okay, let's keep playing the pre-stream. We need to get through it.
I literally,
Thank you, Sidero. Thank you very much.
The game tomorrow night, 10 hours. It seems so short to me for a game that was like a AAA game. A lot of people said, "Oh, Uncharted 2 was game of the year." Only 10 hours. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, that's the rest of the streaming week today and tomorrow. I'm off on Tuesday. Oh man, do I need the day off on Tuesday?
I was about to fucking rage at him. Was it I'm off on Tuesday, and I thought he was going to just leave it there. I was about to lose my fucking shit with him there because I thought he wasn't going to say day off and just leave it at I'm off on Tuesday. Thank fuck he actually just said day off. Because I was literally about to explode. I was sometimes a bit hit. Yeah, he literally said day off as I hit pause because I was about to rage at him. Like, we'll go back.
It's the rest of the streaming week today and tomorrow. I'm off on Tuesday.
And at that point, I'm getting fucking pissed because he's like, oh, is he going to say it? And I think he's not going to say it. So I'm getting ready to fucking yell at him.
Oh man, do I need the day off on.
And as soon as I hit pause, obviously I hear day off. So, oh shit, okay, actually, he fucking just said it then. He's okay. I'll not kill him right now. I'll fucking spare him for now. But he said day off, so let's get day off. Ticked off. And we are doing quite well.
Tuesday to recuperate. And then this week coming up is a very interesting week for sure. Definitely a good variety of things incoming. So Wednesday, all right, I'm going to continue on with Skyrim. I think the late stream on Wednesday, it's kind of up in the air, but I think I'm either going to do another Pac-Man Museum stream or more Zelda, but I might do Pac-Man Museum because I haven't done it in a bit now. And then Thursday, there is no gameplay on the main stream because Thursday is Summer Games Fest. Starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time, the Summer Games Fest event begins. And so I will be streaming that live. I will be reacting to it live, much like I did with the Sony State of Play. And, you know, I do have something to say about the Sony State of Play React. So it was my first one ever. I really enjoyed doing it. But much as I expected, it didn't really get that much traction on YouTube. If you take a look now, when was it? Thursday? And guess how many views it has on YouTube right now? I think it's like 4,000. I'm like, nah. You know, it's not.
What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. So I enjoyed doing it, and the audience seemed to kind of appreciate it as well over there, but it didn't get the views I wanted, so it's obviously not worth it. Fuck the fuck off, you fucking dick. I didn't get the views I wanted, boo, fucking Jesus fucking Christ. I guess it's one of these things where he's got to fucking weigh into account, but if he doesn't do a gameplay stream and instead does a fucking thing like that, he'll probably usually get more for the fucking gameplay stream. But yeah, views. I don't want to be Mr. Views. Fucking says who. Could have fooled me.
It didn't blow up. It wasn't. People weren't so super excited for it.
Wait, you think the actual Sony video itself and not his own video? No, hang on. No, we're going on a field trip. When I say field trip, we're just going to fucking DSP's channel. Give me a second. So, him doing the fucking React shit, did he have a special thumbnail for it? It was last week, wasn't it? Fuck, how am I going to find it for this garbage tier of fucking shite? Is it going to have a special thumbnail? Does it say Sony? But it's just down, fucking, for fuck's sake. Just going to fucking type Sony up here. There we go. He meant this. He actually meant his own video. 4.6k views. So he didn't have a special thumbnail for it, basically. Okay, but yeah, 4.6k views for his own video. So he's not happy with that. Now, I was kind of curious. I was actually thinking that was really low for an official like Sony video. So I just kind of wanted to make sure. But I don't think he would give a shit about the Sony views in terms of like how they would do. He's always been about fucking himself and, you know, being a selfish piece of shit. So let's go. Look at that fucking face. What a pause.
Or anything. which I kind of expected. You know, all these years, people screaming at me, Phil, you've got to do live react. Phil, it's the biggest thing. Everyone does it. Why would you not do the live react? So finally I said, fine, I'll do it. You know, I do it, and didn't really get that much attention or anything, you know. Not to say that I'm displeased. I'm not, you know. As an event, it was fun to do. The people on the live stream seemed to
Fuck fun. I didn't get the views. Fuck fun.
enjoy it. But it's not like it was, oh wow, Phil's first live react. We asked him for 7 years to do this.
What was he expecting? No, honestly, what was he thinking? Was he thinking like YouTube would like make an announcement or something like, everyone, it's happening. It's happening. Phil's doing it. He's finally doing it. Come watch our boy do it. He's finally doing it. Fucking all the old fucking PewDiePie will come along, and Markiplier and all that, and all these fucking, even Rambo will come along and say, oh, Phil, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. And what did he think was going to happen? Mate, I'm happy to get, if I get over 1k views and anything I do these days, I'm happy. I'm saying, like, it's for me anyway. It's easier said than done to get like good traction for like a video. I'm happy to get like, say, put it this way, when I get like over 500 views after like a couple of days, I know I've done well. I think with that video. That's just for me right now. That's how I feel anyway. And when some of my videos that don't do that well, I was like, shit, I don't know why I didn't do better, but I don't know. But yeah, Phil's just fucking being typical. I mean, that's what I'm saying though. He thinks like that's poor. I'm sorry, but him wishing for like fucking the floodgates to open and everyone views. There's 20 folks here for bingo. That's your sound traction, and you can go. Okay, let's go.
Let's do it. And it blows up, and it was nothing like that at all. It was just kind of, it happened. You know? So anyway, this Thursday, Summer Games Fest, I'll be doing the live react. I think this is supposed to be like a 2-hour presentation. So if it is, likely what I'll do is I'll live react to it from 11 till 1. Then we'll go on a break. I'll come back from that break, and I'll probably do what I call my recap reactions, where I'll go through my notes that I took, and we'll talk about each game, and I'll give you my more detailed thoughts about each game and everything. We'll have some fun conversation in the chat about it and everything.
Guys, these are very close to arm flails. There was some quite rapid movement there. It was like going back and forth. He was doing like, what? I mean, how? Where's the line for arm flail? Where is this line? It's so. I don't know. It's like, I know we'll see. We'll keep going. But I feel like I'm so tempted to just tick it.
And then if there's extra time, you know, then maybe we'll just toss on another game and dick around a little bit. I don't even know what it would be. You know, just toss on some. Nah.
It went like up and down. I'll show you. It's kind of like this. Like, it started off. So here we go. Full context.
So if it is, likely what I'll do is I'll live react to it from 11 till 1.
Wait for it.
Then we'll go on a break. I'll come back from that break, and I'll probably do what I call my recap reactions, where I'll go through my notes that I took, and we'll talk about each game. And I'll give you my more detailed thoughts about each game and everything.
Watch this wee hands here. Well, I can't. This random back and forth, but it's,
and then if there's extra time, you know, then maybe we'll just toss on another game and dick around a little bit. I don't even know what it would be. You know, just toss on some game and kill some time with it. Okay, or just do Q&A. We'll see.
You are not the only one not about maybe. So it's not an arm flail. I don't think it's one of those things that's borderline arm flail, but not about maybe. You're not the only one. I've been losing my damn mind, and I've made videos on this before. I've been calling Phil out for it. It's not reactionary fucking content at this rate. He's not reacting. He's it's like he's analysing, you know, and he's like explaining it. It's like an explanation video. It's an analysis video. It's like a retcon video. It's certainly not a reaction video, because he's fucking seen the bastard thing before several times when he's got notes on the thing he's watching and all that shit. It's not a react video. It's a response video. It's a response video. It's certainly not a react video. So yeah, it's definitely not a react video. He does prep work before the reactions. It's incredible. See, sometimes I've made a couple of these kind of reaction videos. If it's something I haven't seen, for example, for DSP, because I just couldn't be arsed watching it and I'm told to see it. Sometimes you guys are like, guy, you need. But sometimes I'm wanting to react to what happened yesterday, but it's 8 hours of it. 8 hours of like the fucking actual thing itself. but I want to like I want the best bits to like react to, so I don't have to fucking, because I'm not fucking going to make. If I'm not going to sit in 8 hours to bore you guys to death of me going, what the fuck's this guy talking about? Plus, I'd be pausing probably, it's just ramble. No way, I'd be a longer fucking video than Phil's was. No, that's no way. So I really need to like fucking get, like, find a way to get highlights in terms of like how to know where to react. I don't know. But I really want to kind of react to fucking what happened yesterday, and just like this special the best bits. It's just finding those best bits.
All right, and then Thursday night likely will be more Zelda Link to the Past, okay, as we head into the end game of the game. And then Friday is a double new release day, if you're not aware. First stream on Friday, I'm going to be playing this horror game, The Quarry, from the makers of Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures Anthology. So Supermassive Games is the name of the game developer. I'm excited for this because, you know, their horror games are very fun to react to and play, because it's like watching a horror movie, an interactive horror movie. It really is. I've purposely stayed away from the plot of the game so as not to spoil myself on any of it. So this will be fun and interesting to do together live for the first time starting on Friday. Okay? Friday night. Oh, my nose. Friday night is going to be a fun stream because it's another new game. It's going to be Mario Strikers. I think it's called Battle League or something like that. It's the new Mario Strikers game. Now, do I have high hopes for it? No, I really don't. First of all, I'm not really a fan of soccer or football. But typically the first-party Nintendo games are done pretty well. Put it that way. Usually they have a lot of polish, and usually they have a lot of features. We'll see. I think this one is supposedly having a story mode, you know, to play through. If not, then maybe just messing around, going online, playing as random people who I'll probably get destroyed because I don't know anything about this franchise. But it's pretty good variety. So we'll do that on the late stream Friday. Then on Saturday, we'll do more of The Quarry on the first stream. And then Saturday night, we'll do Street Fighter, my weekly Street Fighter session. Okay, Friday Night Fights will actually be on Saturday night this coming week, with only 2 sessions left of the 30th anniversary collection before we move on to the new game. Okay? All right, and then Sunday is another React, if you can believe it. Because on Sunday, it's the Microsoft. I keep saying that. Microsoft and
Other than Thugatash, you can't say Microsoft properly.
Bethesda. I combine the two words. Microsoft, Bethesda, Microsoft. Microsoft and Bethesda, showcase, digital showcase, which again is supposed to be about another 2-hour show starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that means I will have to change my schedule around a little bit to start early. So I'll probably get up early on Sunday, do a abridged pre-stream, all right, and then jump into reacting to this event. And then, like I said, I'll with the other React of Summer Games Fest, it'll be the same deal. We'll probably react to it, take a break, come back, do my recap reactions, and then after that, if there's time for anything else, you want to do some gaming or you want to do some Q&A or whatever, we'll do it. Okay, so that's 2 streams this week where there's no gameplay. Thursday and Sunday, 2 different React events that I'll be doing. Okay, so and then of course, we'll have Sunday night, we'll have Monday.
Oh come on, that's an arm flail. Guys. This is not an arm flail.
Okay. So, and then of course,
what the fuck's that?
On Monday.
There's got to be an arm flail, surely. It was just in the blue, and it's just waving him about in the air like he just don't care. That's a flail. Come on. Can I get a flail in the chat? Is that an arm flail? That's a flail. That's a flail. That's a flail. Everyone happy. And I know it wasn't the greatest flail, but god damn it, that was out the blue. No one expected it. It was like an RKO and nowhere. That's an arm. I'm fucking ticking. Like, getting that son of a bitch tick. I've been wanting to tick this bastard for fucking 30 minutes and I finally get to tick the fucker. Hallelujah.
Likely trying to wrap things up. If there's any lingering playthroughs I didn't finish, like Uncharted 2 or Zelda, we'll try to wrap those up. Definitely WWE will be done by then. And then we'll have the new playthroughs of The Quarry and Mario Strikers to do. So, what a good combination right? Another combination of fun stuff coming up this week. Good balance of new stuff, finishing stuff, react events, all kinds of good stuff coming up. I'm excited for this week. I am. This week we're going to get basically all the information we've been waiting for, and we wanted to hear about. It's coming this week. Summer Games Fest, there's going to be a ridiculous amount of stuff announced, right? As well as with, the Microsoft Bethesda conference. Hopefully we'll get updates on all of the games that they've been developing recently and everything. So it's going to be a very informative week. I feel like if we jump into where we are right now, at this time next week, right, we will have a completely different perspective on everything. We'll know about all the games coming out, all this new stuff, and we'll be excited again, right? We'll be reinvigorated for the gaming season, which is a good thing. We want to be reinvigorated at this point. It's been pretty slow over the past couple of months. Ever since Elden Ring, essentially, came out and everyone beat it, it's kind of been like real slow going. We want to be reinvigorated by announcements and everything, don't we? I know I do. I don't know about you guys. So, okay. I would like to direct your attention down here because, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have hit another milestone here on DSP Gaming. 612 members is the most members we have ever had on this channel. All right? And I want to say thank you to those of you who become members and those of you who've gifted memberships as of late. I mean, yet another new record. Every day, actually, we've been hitting a new record. So if one person becomes a member today that wasn't a member previous, we're going to actually hit 613. Or again, if one person...
This is the dumbest shit he goes on about, to be honest, because it's just a stupid, man. It's like me fucking jerking off because, like, obviously I'm happy when people subscribe to me, and I've never had 1,000 subs. So when I get closer to 1,000, yes, I'm happy. But I'm not going to fucking remind you, like, every fucking second, like, hey guys, I'm at 900, I'm still at 925. Let me check my fucking daft charter settings. I've actually gone up one. I've got 926. Well, there we go. I've got 926 members, so bugger me. I'm not going to fucking go crazy. I'm not going to remind you all the time every time I get a new member or something. Obviously, it's on the kind of... You'll see somebody when they subscribe, a pop-up will happen, you'll see that. But yeah, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's this whole fucking thing. It's like, hey, we get 613. We've got 613 members now on our channel. Party time, and everyone blow bubbles and spinning your chairs and all that shit and throw pasta at the wall. Yeah, it's unreal. But man, side note, 926 members. Thank you very much, guys. We're steadily getting...
Excuse me.
I lost my place. I didn't mean to click off the video, and I did. And then we're live right now, aren't we? Oh are we live? Oh fuck. I don't know where I was. Wait. Guys, let me fix this.
So people will begin to do so. And for probably about a week to a week and a half, people will do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tally up the nominations.
Okay, this looks new. We need to go back further. Jesus. I'm a fucking 35. Jesus Christ, I'm so far behind. I'm sorry, guys.
With, the Microsoft Bethesda conference. Hopefully we'll get updates on all of the games that they've been developing recently and everything. So it's going to be a very informative week. I feel like if we jump into where we are right now, everything.
Wait.
The gaming pretty slow. I know everyone did everything. Okay.
We're back. We're back.
Down.
Sorry about that, guys. I mean, I hit the space bar because I thought it was going to play the video, but I seemed to but we're back anyway. We're back.
Here because, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have hit another milestone here on DSP Gaming. 612 members is the most members we have ever had on this channel. All right. And I want to say thank you to those of you who become members and those of you who...
I agree, Dashi. I agree.
Late. I mean, yet another new record. Every day, actually, we've been hitting a new record. So if one person becomes a member today that wasn't a member previous, we're going to actually hit 613. Or again, if one person gifts memberships today, we hit a new record, a new channel record. All right. Now, because we hit this level, you guys have already earned 2 different rewards for this month. And we're only 5 days in. The first reward is a viewer's choice playthrough. Okay? So how does it work? Well, this week coming up, when I come back from my break on Tuesday, so when I return on Wednesday, essentially, all right, I'm going to be posting up 2 threads on a community tab of my page.
Guys, I'm worried that he doesn't say goal. These are membership goals. He kind of said before they were goals, and now he doesn't want to say goals. It's terrible. Sucked on Outlander. Hello, dude. Hope you're doing well. We're trying to win bingo here. We're so damn close. Oh shit! We got a new subscriber. Thank you very much. Money, money. Yeah, I fucking love that tune so much. Thank you very much. Bofur. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I feel like I'm butchering it. Bofur. Thank you very much, Harry.
Page here on YouTube. Okay? The first thread will be for everyone, the public, and the other thread will be members only. All right? And what the thread will be, it's going to have some rules and qualifications in there, but it's going to basically state this is the thread you use to nominate games for the upcoming Viewer's Choice event. Please post up your nominations. All right? So people will begin to do so. And for probably about a week to a week and a half, people will do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tally up the nominations. The game that's the most nominated by members, by default, will be tossed into the final poll. Okay? Then I'm going to take all the public nominations and I'm going to narrow those down by counting them up. And again, the games that are most nominated are going to make it into a poll. I would think maybe 5 games total, so 1 by the members and 4 by the public, something like that. We'll see. And then we'll run the poll on the community tab, and you guys will pick what game I'm going to be playing. Likely that playthrough will begin in July, because by the time that we get through this couple of weeks of nominations and voting process, it'll already be the end of June. The end of June is actually jam-packed with games, if you can believe it. Just so you guys know, have some perspective here. The end of June has... Oops. The end of June has... the Capcom Fighting Collection. Oh, excuse me. Sonic Origins on June 23rd. The Capcom Fighting Collection on June 24th. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes on the 24th. And I'm on the fence about that one, but it's a possibility. And then Cuphead The Delicious Last Course on June 30th. So there's 4 games at the end of the month that I'm interested in, you know. And so that's going to give us busy. And then maybe heading into July, as things slow down with those releases, we could start with this Viewer's Choice playthrough event. Okay? So excited. I hope you guys are too. That's cool. But we have another event to talk about, which we're going to undoubtedly start to discuss in the next couple of weeks. The other event is, what is the next React special marathon event? Okay.
Of course, he fucking goes right back to React. It's actually maybe good for us because he might kind of talk about, he might say honest, he might say thus, he might say sound good at the end of it. He might say everything for all we know. It's just, okay, so this could be very good, guys. Basically, I think we're going to get some greens here. We're going to get some ticks. We're going to get some... We actually might win bingo right here. I was just very... I'd be gutted if this guy is my son. I hope his parents leave having to Sarah when they dip. Isn't Sarah like the cousin that lived with Phil when he was like a kid? Yeah, I think so. Only Sparlace. But as soon as he gets any inheritance, he'll spend it in a week like bench of WWE. Yeah, exactly. That money's gone. No, here's what I mean. He would actually... Phil would genuinely pay off those back taxes. He'd use most of that money to get rid of that crushing debt. Phil is dumb with money, but he is not so dumb to look a gift horse in the mouth and just see a chance to get rid of his best kind of debt. It was basically like his sister, but she was like a cousin instead. As far as I know, very little is like really known. Phil's mentioned her once upon a time ago, so long ago. It was a cousin, definitely. But yeah, apparently she's like, I don't understand why people think she's like more preferred by Phil's parents over him. It's hard to imagine that as a reality. Although who knows? Maybe she's looking after them while he's over in Washington. It could be. It could be. Maybe she is. I don't even know how. Nobody seems to fucking know. She's like fucking. Like I really like. It's like someone that appeared and they never even appeared. It's like She's not a beggar, that's reason enough. Okay, yeah, true.
Okay? Now, to be perfectly clear with all of you, all right? After yesterday, I'm mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, and I'm done with drama for a while, all right? Now, I'm not saying that I won't go back and react to dramatic stuff about me in the future. In fact, I think it's a given at some point I'm going to go and watch some of the This Is How You Don't plays about me. I really feel like that's something that I should do.
Get permission from Evil AJ, then ask him outright. Oh, well, of course, he's not going to get fucking permission. Jesus Christ, man. That's so funny. No. He's actually going to fucking respond and react. How many fucking notes is he going to have about Metal Gear Solid? It's like, guys, you don't understand. Me says chingy chang wang, chicky chang, fuck your mum. That I was only 25 years old at the time, or 26. I was a kid. Fuck off. AJ was kind of sane, but I don't think Phil actually reached out to him properly, did he? AJ was basically like, he won't unblock me, so he can't ask me, and all that shit. Did Phil actually unblock AJ? Did Phil actually unblock Evil AJ? Please tell me Phil actually went out his way to unblock Evil AJ. I would love that if it happened. I don't think it has happened, though. I don't believe Phil is capable of swallowing his pride. I know AJ was publicly saying go for it, it's kind of, but the fact of the matter is Phil would not actually go that far. He would not. He refused to unblock Evil AJ to ask. Ah, Jesus Christ.
Because I've never really done it. You know, over the years I've seen portions of them. I've never sat down and actually watched one from start to finish in their entirety.
Wait. He has all this hatred and animosity towards This Is How You Don't plays when he's never watched an entire one? Then how does he know they're all evil then? Like, how does he know that these are, like, horrible content? He's never given that a proper chance. He didn't have the full context of what these videos were because he refused to watch the whole thing. And yet he has a complete full opinion on it and has had done for over a decade now. So Phil's always kind of one of these guys. He's like, people take things from me out of context all the time. There's context. And yet he never gives the full context for the side on place. He just seems to write it off as evil because they criticise him occasionally. Okay, This Is How You Don't plays criticise him every fucking 20 seconds because he does something dumb. But yeah, that's what the fuck, man. I don't understand. This is why I feel such a hypocrite though. This is what makes me think of him as a huge fucking hypocrite, because he always like fucking begs people to give him a chance and not believe that out of context stuff that detractors do not shit, and yet he will not fucking abide by those same rules and giving his own opinions on what he fucking shouts off against. He was so angry about This Is How You Don't play, and he just admitted he's never watched a full one. That to me is kind of... It just highlights Phil's fucking laziness, and just as soon as he sees one little criticism of himself, he just gets salty and turns off. It's probably the case, yeah. He's probably just seen like one angry comment Evil AJ had encoded from one of his viewers, and he's like, Evil AJ is calling me such horrible things because I said chicka chang wang. Fuck off.
So I think it would be an entertaining and an interesting thing to do, to react to those. However, I'm not doing that anytime soon. I am so exhausted with the drama stuff at this point, between the Down the Rabbit Hole react and now the John and Howard react. I am just like, I'm so done with it at this point. I just want to do positive, fun stuff with you guys. So, this next react event, all right, is going to end up being different. We will either react to another documentary off the Frederick Knudsen channel, or I got permission to react to basically anything that June the King has done over the years, and he's done many different documentaries about different content creators and people on the internet. All right, we can do one of those documentaries, react to those. Or there's a channel, and I haven't announced it yet, but I will soon. There's a channel that I got permission to react to that deals with things such as the supernatural, or true crime stories, or I don't even want to spoil too much, but that's basically the kind of stuff they deal with. Okay? That would be interesting because that's completely different from anything I've ever done before, right? Imagine watching one of the countdowns from the channel, you know, and reacting to each one of the things in the countdown, creepy things that have happened. Do you think this is real? Do you think this is fake? You know, how could this be explained logically? Is it completely fabricated? You know, it'd be interesting to do that. It really would. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, I feel. So, we will begin to talk about this soon. Not yet, but soon. I'm thinking basically what we'll do is let's focus this next week on the viewer's choice, get that set up, get going, and then we'll start talking on streams about that. And then eventually what we'll do a poll. You guys will vote on what you want, and based on that poll, we'll determine, you know, what the next React event will be. And I say, well, when's the next React event? I don't know yet. I kind of want to take a little bit of a break. I mean, I'm already going to be doing 2 Reacts this week alone on gaming. So I don't want to constantly be doing this. As I told you guys, I don't want to constantly be doing React. If I'm doing it all the time, it won't be special anymore. You know what I'm saying? So we just...
Full context, that was the first thing he said about wearing a vest. When he found his old vest, and he put it on after finding it for so long, and people wanted it all the time, and he was like, no, if I wear this vest too often, it'll lose its meaning. It won't be special anymore. And then the vest streak started, and he just decided to completely forget and memory hole it meant to be a special, rare treat. So yeah, whenever I hear him say something like that, I just think he's preparing to try and monetize the shit out of something as best as he can. As long as he can guarantee the income for it, he will do it as much as humanly possible. So therefore, if the React stuff gets a whole lot of traction on his channel, resulting in a whole lot of views, you can guarantee he will jump back to that hungrily, trying to devour more. That's just the way I see it, and I'm pretty sure most people would agree with that sentiment.
Did one. I got 2 coming up this week. Let's give it a rest after that. Maybe bring it back in a couple of weeks' time when things are slower. By the way, we're going to have new releases, too. That's the other thing. Like, the React stuff is great when there's nothing going on. But if you're already in the midst of a ton of new game releases, that's definitely going to be my focus. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, a new game came out today, but day after I'm doing a React. Like, no, we're not doing that. Okay? Okay. So, that being said, thank you for your support so far this month. 5 days into the month, already having a new record for members is outstanding. And like I said, anyone who just becomes a member or gifts memberships today, if we make progress with 1, we've already hit another new record, which is outstanding. Okay. All right. So before we move on, just one last thing, you know, again, thank you guys for yesterday for understanding. It was a very different kind of thing. A lot of people were confused. A lot of people were like, you know, what's going on with the stream was different. There was no info in the stream description, right? And there's nothing, you know, fully demonetized and all of that. It was very confusing. But today we're kind of back to business as usual. And again, I would really appreciate it if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy this channel, if you could support it in any way, as simple as liking the stream or liking this video as you watch it on demand, leaving a comment on this video. That kind of stuff helps for engagement of the channel, and it's free and easy to do. If you want to go above and beyond, you want to become a channel member, gift a membership, that's great. If you want to do a super chat or a super sticker, that's great. If you're watching this on demand after the fact on YouTube, you want to do super thanks on the video to get a highlighted comment. And it's a way to contribute and support the channel if you're on-demand viewers. That's great. And, of course, tips. Tuesday's my day off. Okay? As you guys know, tips are what give me kind of cash to spend on stuff. So not only do I have my day off on Tuesday, but coming up later this week, I have to buy 2 different new games. So tips in particular would help a lot right now. Yesterday was a day that was basically a wash for me. You know, there's nothing there business-wise. So I gotta, you know, try to hopefully make up for it between today and tomorrow. So if you like the content, if you like everything, you want to support it, and you have the choice, oh man, how should I support Phil right now? Tipping would really be preferred, at least for the next few days, as I head into a new week and my day off on Tuesday, and then buying these new games on Friday. Okay. Now, also speaking to that, if you ever want to help with the cost of games, you can. You have the ability. You can buy credits on either like PlayStation Network or Xbox Live. Or to some extent, the Nintendo store as well. Although I don't play Nintendo games as often. It just so happens this week I am playing a Nintendo game on Nintendo Switch. So if you ever were interested in supporting the channel in that way, what you can do is all you need to do is basically buy the credits digitally, and you can email me with the code to redeem to use said credits. Okay. Now I have a wish list, an Amazon wish list. The thing is, it's really worthless. I hate to say it, it just is, because if you use it, and let's say for example, I think Phil's gonna really enjoy the Quarry this week. I'd like to get it for him. Let me buy him some credits. So you go to my wish list. Oh, I'll get Xbox Live credits. What the heck, buy it there. Great. Okay, I'm done. No, you're not, because the wish list is so dumb. It doesn't send me the information. It's so stupid. So you have to purchase the credits, and then you have to email me after the fact with the data you get with the code so that I can redeem it and get the credits. I know. It sounds really stupid, doesn't it? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. That's the day I made my Amazon wish list. It served like no purpose. So, my friends, if you would like to support in that way, you can as well. Okay? All right, that's it. So here's the deal. There's no game news today. There's nothing really going on. So, we can just chill and talk. What I would say is if you guys want to talk, have any topics you want to discuss today on the pre-stream, I'm all ears. We can do a little Q&A segment. But what I'll do is a quick shout-outs, and then we're going to do that, okay? So, shout-outs. We start off with Ruby, who did a $10 super chat to start today off. It says, even though I've seen that John and Howard video from years before, seeing you react to it and giving us context makes me think that I just don't want to go back and watch your old content from that time. No offense. Well, again, I've already said this, but I'll say it again. I can look back at the past and all those times that we had together, including all the gameplay we did, the conventions we traveled to and enjoyed going to together and hanging out at, the Project 7 experience of filming and creating this creative series and all of that. I can basically say I can look back at it fondly because I lived it. I was there at the time when it was happening, and those were positive times. It wasn't like, it looked positive to the camera, but then behind the scenes we're all grumpy and hated each other. That's not the case at all. It's quite the opposite, actually, where at that point in our lives we were all having an incredibly great time doing all of it. And so that's how I'll always remember it. You know what I mean? Just funny, Spider Dijon says you should have ended the stream with Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. As silly and cheesy as that sounds, that song is a great example. The past is the past. What happened in the past is there. And yes, even though things happened after those events that maybe, weren't great and could have soured relationships or soured things in your life, you can still look back at those moments in time. You know what I'm saying? Very fondly. I do. There's a few times in my life that were good times. And if someone said, you have a chance to re-experience 3 moments of your life, okay?
That's an excellent point, Dashy. The Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger, is a brilliant song, but the Gallagher brothers notoriously fucking despise one another. They really dislike each other. They occasionally seem to have like a wee friendly moment, but they do not like being around each other. It's like Phil and Kat, There's a relationship there, but they dislike being in the same room together, It's kind of like that. Only probably he made the 18k, then lost it all because he figured out, Phil fucking reminiscing about the times he was making stupid money off machinima for every view. Jesus Christ, man. Of course he fucking misses those days. Who wouldn't miss those days when we were fucking earning so much money for doing so fucking little to deserve it? Jesus Christ, and that's a fucking hell of a pause as well. Looks like he's like, is he about to fall asleep in this kind of screenshot? I don't know. I'm amazed we've not got bingo yet. Let's play. Hopefully we'll get it soon.
What 3 moments would you like to experience again? All right? Absolutely top 3 would be one of those great fun times that I had with John Howard, maybe doing a co-op or whatever. Absolutely. That would be one of my top 3 probably. That's how much fun it was to me. And, I don't know their experience. I don't know if they feel the same way. Probably not. But to me, that was one of the heights of my life doing that stuff. So I can look back and say at the time, it was great. There's no reason for me to sit here and be, dwelling on the past, so angry that it didn't turn out well in the long term. Instead, I can look back at the good times. And by the way, The good times are immortalized on the internet. I can enjoy them whenever I feel. You guys can. Those moments are not going to go away. Those moments will be there, you know, for millions of people around the world to enjoy at their own leisure whenever they want. So, if anything, that's the good thing that I feel came out of it. All right. B. Stevens did a super chat and says, "You've always been fair to John and Howard. It was their fault." That I don't believe at all. If you watch my react, that's completely the opposite of what I say there. I do not think that's the case. I think it's a situation where, I mean, really, and I don't know if I even said this yesterday. I felt like the moment that I announced I was moving, that was the doom of it all. Because, number one, if there's already feelings of resentment, right, that I'm not aware of, that, you know, I'm successful on YouTube, I'm making money on YouTube, and these guys are upset, right, that they feel that they're not getting anything out of anything on YouTube, including stuff of mine that I've been...
Why the fuck is he... Why does it always come back to fucking money? Jesus Christ, man. It's like this... The bitterness was not caused by you earning money and them not having as much money. The bitterness was caused by you being a fucking cunt. You were a prick with how you conducted yourself, and you ruined the relationship because of that. It was nothing to do with some kind of strange little jealousy over the rich YouTuber. You know, nothing to do with that. Who would... I mean, this is what I'm saying, like, if his logic is right, okay, him, he's trying to argue his success, not sure he wasn't around anymore to be the rich YouTuber pal, and so because he wasn't there, they fucking lost interest. Is that his fucking logic here? Is that how he's fucking trying to word this? Keep in mind, I've not seen much of anything of what happened on Saturday. You put yourself into even worse debt when you moved on me. Correct, he fucking absolutely destroyed his fucking credit history and all that shit, man. That was the start of it. That's what triggered the bankruptcy, I'd say, him doing that shit. Remember his aunt had gout and it's her fault. Well, we got gout, yeah, it's fucking gout's hereditary apparently, Jesus Christ, yeah. My aunt didn't tell me she was going to die and stop paying rent and lean in manual bleach. That's a good one as well. DJ, I don't know how you're doing, man, hope you're doing well. Right, okay, let's keep playing, guys. We're nearly... I feel so close to a bingo, it's so frustrating.
And all of that. I mean, it's funny, again, how many times... I would really like someone to go and count in that video how many times money or income was mentioned by those guys who at the beginning of the video say it's not about money, but literally like 50% of the video, the subject matter is money, okay? But the way I see it is, the moment I moved, there was no chance of that friendship continuing. All right? There's already these feelings of resentment or whatever. The only way you're ever going to hash those out is in person. The only way you're ever going to have things settled is to have things happen, you know, not remotely, not through a text or a phone call or an email or a Skype call. Person to person. You know, like I said, my best interactions I ever had with those guys, John in particular, was person to person. Every week when he came over to do content with me, we had a whole hour to 2 hours that we would just talk before we even turned on a fucking camera. And it was funny because we would do Smart Guys and upload it, and we would do gameplay and upload it. And some weeks people would be like, where the fuck is Smart Guys? What's taking so long? Like, well, we had a conversation. We were having fun, you know, just shooting the shit before we filmed, so it took a little bit longer this week. You know, deal with it, man. It's not a big deal. So, all right. So I don't agree with you at all, B. Stevens. Not Swaggins re-upped his membership for 11 months. Shame on you, Swaggins, for only having 11 months. You don't have your regal crown yet. What's going on? He says, viewer's choice should be the Darkness 1. I never played the Darkness 1. I only played the Darkness 2. And I really liked the Darkness 2. So it stands to reason if I like the Darkness 2, I'll probably like the Darkness 1. So if the Darkness 1 gets nominated and voted on, I'll play the Darkness 1. See what happens. All right. Now we get the tips. All right. We start off with an anonymous tipper. We did a $4.20 tip. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. Okay. They say, you did great yesterday. You reacted for 8 freaking hours. And, oops, there we go. We could tell that you were speaking from the heart. You admitted your own faults, but also you gave your side of the story. It was great, and it shows how you've grown over the years. I hope you guys can tell the difference. Seriously. I hope that you guys can tell the difference between who I was and who I am now. You know, like I said, that 2017 year, when everything changed, the kind of content I made, all right, the way I made the content, the life changes behind the scenes that happened with me, all right, that was a year that completely transformed me. I matured. I realized how stupid a ton of shit in my past that I had done was. I actively decided and made a choice to change who I was going to be for the better. And I like to feel like every day I'm improving a little bit as much as I can, you know, dependent on your feedback and your criticism, which I very much welcome and appreciate now, because it's through that I can only make myself better. If I just sit here in a echo chamber of positivity, I will never improve. I need to know what are the opportunities and things that I can do better.
At the same time, he's practically telling his fans to ignore every single thing that's not on his channel. Like, something he wants his fans to ignore all the haters not shouting. Like, he wants all his fans to ignore what Reddit are saying, what Kiwi Farms are saying, what Tevin's saying, what I'm saying, what you're saying, because he's desperate for his fans to not fucking get that kind of alternative information into their heads. As far as Phil's concerned, the only things that his fans need to be concerned about is everything that he says to them and tries to spin to them. Which is, at the end of the day, if that's what they choose to do, fair enough. But it's a fucking echo chamber. It's a fucking bubble. Fucking idiot. He's pretending it's, I don't want to be filled with fucking having yes men all around me. You fucking do. You fucking do. Don't fucking kid on otherwise. Someone disagrees with you, you'll usually fucking get timed out or banned. Jesus Christ.
I need to know that constructive criticism, by the way, not, you know, trolling and disgusting stuff, but constructive criticism is always welcomed and valid, and it makes me a better person. But I'm happy that now I can face those things from the past and address them and admit when I was doing things incredibly stupidly, because I used to be the kind of person that couldn't do that. I used to be the kind of person that was so obstinate, so stubborn, and so, oh, my shit doesn't stink, that if you said, oh, you're doing this wrong, why are you doing it? I would be like, oh, fuck you, I do everything right, and blah, blah, blah. That's how I was, you know? And it took a lot of years.
Reminder, at the start of the stream, he's calling people fucking idiots because he doesn't know how to disable monetization for, you know, a particular YouTube video. He does not know how to do it, and he is told he can do it, and he's just basically doing, "Oh, you fucking idiot, I know better. I'm not going to risk my channel." He's even today, he's still the same. He can pretend and delude himself as much as he wants that he's changed, but let's be honest, he's still a fucking dumbass.
To get that to change, you know, a lot of discussions, a lot of things that happened to me that dumped me some humble pie as well, you know. So now I really feel I'm very different than how I was back then. That's a good thing. And I'm happy now to be in a better place. Like I said in that react yesterday, you know, some points in my life I've been down, I've been depressed, drinking crazy amounts, doing fucked up stuff, you know. And that's not me anymore, thank God. So I'm in a better place now. I hope you guys see that, you know. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to at least watching my side of the story. And again, you know, me fessing up to the shit that I really fucked up, because I know I did so many times in the 8 hours there that we did yesterday. So many times I was like, dude, I can't believe I said that. Like, what the fuck? I mean, at one point I put the words asshole in giant capital letters on the screen because that's how I feel about myself at that time, you know. Okay. So thank you for the tip. Whoever that was anonymous tip. Snow Carl to the $1.50. He said, despite all the shit in the world, feels amazing to finally be able to go out like normal and have fun on the weekends or after work with friends and family. You should try to take some time for yourself and Kat to go out and socialize. You'll feel better. Thank you, Snow Carl, for the tip.
Oh, hold on, is he not going to address? That's some good sound advice. Is he going to address it?
Okay. Chocobo.
No, he's not. He's actually just going to... What? Wait. So that's no. Do you think if Phil had this, it could be construed as one. Phil's natural go-to excuse is, I don't have time to do that. I have to work 6 days a week because I need to get all the money. But it's actually solid, good advice. How often, like saying, so they can still go out on a week. Like, what if, like, he starts his streams at what, 11? Saturday morning, wake up at 9, go for a walk together, enjoy it. Back, feel refreshed, maybe have a quick shower, and then stream. Hey chat, I was out for a morning walk with my wife, it's a nice day, it's summer, we're feeling good. No. This is actually very good sage sound advice, and he just blanked over. It's like, okay, thank you for the money, Carl, but I'm going to fucking ignore you and not even address your question. He looks so grumpy. Fucking hell, man. Your true cat doesn't want anything to do with him.
Pogo tipped $1.50 and says, without getting into details, all I did was listen. And after that, not only do I like you as an entertainer, but as a person, and Vietnamese food is delicious. I feel it is. I don't want to hate on Vietnamese food because what I ordered was not to my liking. The banh mi sandwich was actually good. It's just, like I said, it was odd to me because this mouse is really starting to piss me off. I think I'm going to have to get a new one soon because it's not working that well anymore.
Hang on, I want to make sure I didn't mishear that, the things. I wasn't sure if I said honest. Wait for it. If he says honest, it's bingo. Wait for it.
Chocobogo tipped $1.50 and says, without getting into details, all I did was listen. And after that, not only do I like you as an entertainer, but as a person, and Vietnamese food is delicious. I feel it is. I don't want to hate on Vietnamese food because what I ordered was not to my liking. The banh mi sandwich was actually good. It's just, like I said, it was odd to me because this mouse is really starting to piss me off. I think I'm going to have to get a new one soon because it's not working that well anymore.
Slam.
No, but the banh mi sandwich itself, like the ingredients, the components, were good. My problem was it was ahi tuna. That was a seared tuna. I've never had a seared tuna like that before. I've either had tuna like tuna fish cooked, or I've had the raw tuna in a piece of sushi, but I never had a giant hunk of tuna seared like that. So I'm eating it and I'm like, it's just so weird. I'm not used to this flavor, and I feel like that's an acquired taste. Like if I keep eating seared tuna, I'd probably like it. But just having it for the first time in that sandwich was probably the worst way to have it. My entire face was being completely covered in sauce as I was trying to eat the sandwich. So, and by the way, my whole face stunk to high heaven when I was done eating it. I was like, oh God, I was scrubbing it with a washcloth, and it still smelled for the rest of the day. I couldn't get the stink out of my face. Ugh. But I'll be honest, that oxtail soup.
Bingo just happened. Bingo just happened. Let's hear it again.
But I'll be honest, that oxtail soup.
Bingo. We have got a bingo, ladies and gentlemen. Right at the end. I don't think it was going to happen. I thought it was going to hold out, but we have got goddamn bingo. Let's actually keep playing, because we're near the end anyway. Let's see what else we can get, but we have got a goddamn bingo. I knew we would get a bingo. You want to know why I knew we would get a bingo? You guys picked the card. When I pick the card, it goes to shit. I am fucking terrible at it. You guys picked the card. We got a goddamn bingo, baby. I pressed the wrong goddamn thing. What happened to you? Oops. Okay. Let's play. Oh god, that fucking face, man. The fucking screwed up face. Jesus Christ. But we got bingo, guys.
First of all, it doesn't look appetizing to begin with. And then on top of that, it was disgusting. That one sip I had, I wanted to retch. It was bad. Now, some people might like that. Maybe it's an acquired taste again, but yuck. Not for me. Anyway, thank you, Chocobogo, for the $1.50 tip. And then finally, another anonymous tipper tipped me $1.50. Says, it doesn't make sense to me. They felt that way. Again, he's talking about John and Howard. After Project 7, they would continue to do co-op or even go to your party. Again, that was kind of the point I was making, is people are like, oh, well, they had all these issues with you. You just should have known. You should have known that they wanted money. You should have known that they didn't like this and didn't like that and this and that. And it's like, I'm not psychic. Not, I wish I was. Because if I was, I would have said, "Hey, something going wrong. Let's bring it up and get it out of the way." Like I said at the time, I gladly would have paid them if they really were needing money.
Oh shit! Oh fucking shit! I don't believe that for a. How can I, So his YouTube's doing really well, right? So his YouTube at times doing extremely well financially, especially. So he's growing and all, and popularity's growing, and the series are doing everything else, and the word's getting all crazy, and he's able to afford all these silly things as well, and not shit. And he's not thinking to himself at any point here, I wonder if these guys might want any of this money that they've helped me earn. I wonder if my colleagues in this fun project that we're all making together would enjoy some little bit of money that I am making from this huge success that I am achieving. That doesn't come across to you naturally. He thinks he has to be a psychic to know that. Jeez, this is why we mock Phil. It's a normal human instinct, surely, to kind of think to yourself, like, I'm doing well here because of these guys helping me trying to make this a success, and I can afford to help it, just give them something for their efforts. It's incredible. This is why Phil is such. This is why he's a low cow. This is why we make so much fun of him. This is why we call him a horrible human being. This is why we are constantly on his fucking back. This is why we had to constantly feel like we need to point out how much of a disgusting piece of shit Phil is. He cannot see that. This is why I think he's partially autistic. If he cannot that's because that's what I'm saying. It's like it's one of those things where it's like he doesn't get these kind of social cues. He doesn't know what a rainy day fund is. He doesn't seem to understand how people kind of feel. Like he doesn't get these cues. He doesn't get these kind of wee cues for to pick up on these things. He kind of misses them. Like it's like he hasn't got the script in front of him because he's not adept at picking up these hints and things that he should be doing to maybe help out other people. So, yeah, this is why I think he's autistic a little bit. Let's just keep playing.
For being involved in Project 7, I don't care. Just take it. I made nothing on it. I don't care. Just take the money. That way we can be happy together and not have this resentment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, that's the funny thing is Project 7 was 2012. I didn't move till mid-2014. It wasn't like, oh, they were upset about Project 7 and everything came to a screeching halt. It was like, no, John Still Weekly was coming to my house. We were doing Smart Guys. We were doing gameplay. We still continued to travel to conventions and things together. We were traveling. I mean, shit. We went to WrestleMania. We went to Screwtack Gaming Convention. That was 2013. That was the next year. So the question is, if there were so many issues in 2012, how did everything continue as normal in 2013? And again, all you can do is guess. I get the feeling that there were some people involved like Howard and Respect the Pact who were angry at the situation for certain reasons. I don't think John was angry about Project 7 really at all after the fact, but I moved, right? And when I moved out of Connecticut to Washington, I was now separated from those guys. And what happens? Oh, it's an us versus him mentality now. Oh, he's gone. We stayed behind. We're buddies. We stick up for each other. While he's gone, he took off, right? And as much as, they can say, oh, well, there's no resentment that he moved. We wish him the best. At the same time, there's situations where John on his podcast says things like, so OJ, now you're not going to abandon me like that, right? I was like, wait, what? And they reference so many times the circle of friends that they have in Connecticut. So their circle of friends are gossiping about me, are talking about me constantly, and essentially shitting on me constantly once I move. You see? So it's kind of like once that was it. I told you that it was the whole thing was destined to fail once I moved because that separation now creates an almost like him versus them mentality, which didn't exist on my end. All right, but apparently it did to them. And it's just ridiculous that it got to that point.
I had to pause it just for a second because I think I spotted one of Shinko's fucking socks in the chat. Cat Got Fat says, how does he know this if he doesn't watch wrestling? Oh, it's a second feature. But I'm just saying, Cat... Oh, it's deleted now. It's deleted. Cat Got Fat. Imagine making a username called Cat Got Fat. Of course it's going to get fucking banned. I'm just trying to catch up in the chat as well, guys. So Project Big John got most out of Project 7. He got fucking £100 like for every visit. So yeah, he got some fun cash money. Kayak, welcome to the stream, Kayak. I'm convinced he is a sociopath, obviously, but his greedy and demanding started way before he was an adult. Correct, yeah, true. Why didn't you buy me the doll, the Wolverine toy? You ran away, Phil, as fast as you could. Yeah, Phil got the fuck out of Connecticut as fast as he could go. Yeah, I don't know why. It felt like something scared him out of there. And did you know how does he know that? They constantly gossip about Phil, seriously. He thinks he had such a giant impact in our lives. I would argue that Rambo had a... Project 7 helped Rambo massively, but I'd actually credit Howard and Respect the Pact more than Phil. Because obviously he had experience on his side, and also he got into filmmaking some more. And obviously he won an award, apparently a few years ago, for a short film. So there you go. Thank you for the bingo. Kudos, maybe on the GG. John Howard, DJ Jonas says, John Howard and their circle of friends had a 1 hour conference every day to gossip about Phil. Confirmed Jeddah, group call. So it's like, guys, welcome. So, let's all agree, Phil's a bitch. Yeah, Phil's a bitch. Yeah, Phil's definitely a bitch. Is he a bitch? Howard, do you think he's a bitch? He's definitely a bitch. Okay, fine. It's a good meeting. It wasn't Phil's fault. Okay, let's play on. We're almost finished with the free stream anyway. I might as well see how many more we can tick off if we get any more.
But you're right. Why? If there was all these feelings of resentment, pain, unfairness that they had against me, how on earth did we continue to do things together? It doesn't make sense, right? So anyway, it is what it is. It's done with. Thank God we got it done yesterday. So that, yeah, like I said, it's pretty much done now. We're not going to keep talking about it. I said what I had to say, okay? All right, so now we've gotten through the contribution so far. Stupid nose, stupid sinuses. Let's get to some Q&A quickly. We'll do a little bit of Q&A here. And we'll take a quick break for me to use the restroom, because I have to use the restroom before we start. And then we'll jump into a nice chill Skyrim stream. Sound good? Ooh. Okay.
I'm trying to work out how long's left. I thought that was going to be the end because he was doing tips. That's what I thought it was Q&A. He's reading tips, basically. He's reading the tips message. Hang on, 52 minutes. I've got 52 minutes left there. 51, 52, right? So, okay. Look at the thumbnail. He's still talking, still talking, still talking, still talking, still talking, still talking, still talking. How much fucking... Still talking. Still. Okay, so it's like another 12 minutes or so. Well, actually, 14, 13 maybe. So he's still going for like another 13 odd minutes. Sounds good as a bingo marker.
Jade, it's all good, dude.
Guys, I'm going to fast forward this, right? I want to get through this as fast as I fucking can. Oh wait, did he say sounds good? Hang on, wait.
We'll do a little bit of Q&A here.
I must have started to things. Wait.
For me to use the restroom, because I have to use the restroom before we start. And then we'll jump into a nice chill Skyrim stream. Sound good?
Yeah, you're right, you said it. Okay, we've got sound good as well. Right, I'm going to fast forward from this point on, okay? We have a double bingo. 2 columns of bingos. We actually might get a third if he says Twitter. Or even if it does a dumb close-up. We get one here as well if we do a dumb close-up. Would you look at that? This actually might be like one of the most successful bingos we've ever had. Right, we're going to fast forward.
Ooh.
Get ready.
Okay.
Speed run. Go.
Jay, it's all good, dude. Like I said, I'm good. I'm physically exhausted. My throat is physically exhausted from talking all day yesterday. And my sinuses are swollen. That's why I sound like this. It's not like, I'm in no pain or anything right now. Outside of that, I just want to have a nice chill day with you guys today. I do not use hair dye. No, I do not. Do not use hair dye of any kind. Did Kat try the oxtail? No. She was just as repulsed as I was. I took the sip. It was disgusting. She had no desire to try it. So. What does DSP stand for? Dipshit Phil. Do I have any Pacific Northwest tour spots to recommend? I really like the Pop Culture Museum that's in downtown Seattle. There's a lot of fun exhibits that they have there that are rotating around over the years that I've lived here. I've seen a Lego exhibit, a horror exhibit, a sci-fi exhibit featuring both Star Wars and Star Trek, a fantasy exhibit, video game exhibit, a Jimi Hendrix exhibit, a Nirvana exhibit. A lot of fun stuff in that regard. And it rotates out, so when you go there, like today, and then you go there in 2 years, it's different, which is nice. I definitely recommend Pike Place Market. Okay? Pike Place Market is a outdoor market, but it also has an indoor segment. The outdoor portion has all kinds of like arts, crafts, artwork, but also all kinds of like food and dining. It's good. And then when you go indoors, there's a whole bevy of independent shops. You know, you can go to places with knickknacks, collectibles. There's a comic book store in there. And then when you walk down the market, because it's built into the side of a cliff, as you walk down these stairs down the market, you end up on the waterfront. When you're on the waterfront, there's a pier that has a ton of shit to do, including a really fun aquarium, ferry rides, really good dining. Like there's a giant Ivar's dining there. Oh, it's a good place, man. That's what I would recommend. I definitely like the Pop Culture Museum. I definitely like Pike Place Market and the waterfront. Randy Disher says, is this where the giant wall of bubblegum is? No. The wall of gum is a complete waste of everyone's time. All it is a really dumb thing where people start sticking gum to a wall and just kept doing it. And people think it's an attraction. It's not. You go there, you're like, this is disgusting. You stick gum, you leave. There's no point in going to it. I never would. All the online reviews for it say, this is the dumbest thing ever. Why does anyone talk about this, or even, like, why does it exist? The fall into the super chat.
2 seconds. I'm not sure. Did he say nobody there? It was quite fast. 2 seconds.
And dining. It's good. And then when you go indoors, there's a whole bevy of independent shops. You know, you can go to places with knickknacks, collectibles. There's a comic book store in there. And then when you walk down the market, because it's built into the side of a cliff, as you walk down these stairs down the market, you end up on the waterfront. When you're on the waterfront, there's a pier that has a ton of shit to do, including a really fun aquarium, ferry rides, really good dining. Like there's a giant Ivar's dining there. Oh, it's a good place, man. That's what I would recommend. I definitely like the Pop Culture Museum. I definitely like Pike Place Market and the waterfront. Randy Disher says, is this where the giant wall of bubblegum is? No. The wall of gum is a complete waste of everyone's time. All it is a really dumb thing where people start sticking gum to a wall and just kept doing it. And people think it's an attraction. It's not. You go there, you're like, this is disgusting. You stick gum, you leave. There's no point in going to it. I never would. All the online reviews for it say, this is the dumbest thing ever. Why does anyone talk about this, or even, like, why does it exist? The fall into the super chat. Says, hope all is well. Great stream yesterday. Thank you to the Fallen. The super chat. I appreciate that. The only fall off from yesterday is my voice. My voice doesn't sound good today. From talking all day yesterday, you know, of course it's going to have a toll on me. And my left sinus is swollen, even though I already have allergy medication in me. My left sinus is swollen, so it's even worse, you know, compounded by that. But hopefully it'll go down during today. Yes, interestingly enough, I have been to Disneyland, but it's not what you think. I went to Disneyland 20 years ago. I had went to California and stayed with my friend who lived in Orange County, California, to go to one of the earliest fighting game tournaments ever. It was actually the first EVO. First one ever in the early 2000s, okay? But while we were there, he had a friend who worked at Disneyland, and he got us some free passes, so we went to Disneyland. The thing was, it was me and two of my friends, all in our early, like, 20s. What the fuck do you do at Disneyland together, right? So they wanted to go on roller coasters and stuff. I was like, all right, whatever. I was like, you know, I'd like to walk around and see the whole park. Maybe we do like, they wanted to go to that Haunted Mansion ride, and they're like, we don't want to do that. So we were there, I'm not kidding, we were probably at Disneyland for a grand total of an hour and a half, if that, and we left with our free passes. So now, it's like, man, in the current day, I would absolutely love to go to Disneyland with my wife and have a nice vacation. Maybe we will be able to do that in the long term, maybe not.
I just like in his like wee story. He's got this story, right, with him and there's two other Street Fighter guys. He is obviously like the wee bitch of that trio, you know. Like he's like, as I want to explore and wander and go and go to the fuck off, Phil. Fucking go on those stupid. Just go on the roller coasters and have some fucking fun. Go on some real shit. He's like, I want to go on the haunted train and all that shit and I want to watch the parade. Fuck off, Phil. Jesus Christ, you just tell. So he was a wee bitch of the group, man. Just by a wee story alone, you can just tell this guy's the prick. This is like every group of like people has like a prick to it. Of like, you know, he was a prick, definitely. And he wanted to try and take Cat there as well. Jesus Christ. I can always say his Twitter. It'd be amazing to get like more bingo if we could, but I've already got 2. I can't be greedy. I'm not going to be greedy like Phil. I'm very happy to have got 2, which we're so close to getting more.
I don't know. 672, why are you talking about horse semen? What the fuck are you talking? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay then. I was not expecting to see 672 talk about horse semen in my stream chat today. I'm just saying. That was probably not on my list of expected occurrences. Great Fox, I don't think we need to talk about Mr. Wizard. I think he's been sufficiently canceled from the Street Fighter community and the internet in general. I don't think we need to be bringing him up again today. Okay. Anything else? No one's tagging me. Okay.
Wait, what was that? Did they say no one or nobody?
Anything else? No one's tagging me.
No one. No one's tagging me. Okay. I'm not including. I said, well... Alright, guys. No one, nobody Same thing, different thing. What does face jiggle mean? Usually it'd be a dumb close up, and sometimes when he does a dumb close up, he will actually shake his face like in full clown mode. You know what I mean? Full clown mode for these like dumb close ups where he just literally just you can see his jowls move all over the fucking place. So a face jiggle is a genuine face jiggle where he's deliberately being completely obtuse and just like fucking just he's been all YouTube thumbnail clickbaity just by jiggling his face randomly in a dumb close up. So it's usually a 2-for-1. If you get a dumb close up as well as a face jiggle, it's usually a 2-for-1 sometimes. But he's not even done it once today, the dumb close up. So yeah, that's how I envisage the face jiggle anyway. When he's actually full, the face jiggle is a rare one to be fair. Yes, I'm saying it doesn't happen much these days. That's why I wanted to go through the thing earlier on. I wanted to get rid of some of the older ones that are not really relevant anymore. It just happened to be in this one. Still, I couldn't get them all. It was quite a quickly prepared preparation for us. So yeah, let's keep going. We're almost at the end, guys. We're almost there.
Did I ever play in a Smash tournament? No. I never played Smash at a competitive level. At the time when I was a competitive player, Smash was not in the tournament scene. It was actually added, kind of mid to late 2000s, and it became a staple at EVO after that. It was very funny that when they were trying to add it to EVO, there was an insane amount of backlash. People saying, oh, Smash is not a competitive fighting game. How dare you add that to the EVO lineup? I remember a huge controversy around it. But, no, I never played it in any competitive capacity.
We're almost there, lads. We're almost there.
Getting a bunch of random questions that really aren't really pertinent to anything. Here's one. Maximus Fisher says, am I surprised Street Fighter 6 is going to come to Xbox? No, because I think they realized the giant mistake they made last gen with Street Fighter 5 not coming to Xbox One. Xbox has always been a huge portion of the player base for these fighting games, and pretty disappointing that they just went all PlayStation. They missed out. They did. They absolutely would have had way more sales if it was cross-platform. It just makes sense to be cross-platform. I don't understand why they were limiting themselves. Although I think, wasn't it true that Sony had a major part in the partnership? Like maybe Capcom made some money on it or something. I'm not sure. Excuse me. Oh yeah, Kat did watch some of the stream yesterday. She certainly didn't watch the whole thing. I mean, fucking 8 hours. Plus, she did watch Feasting with the King, and she watched certain portions of the stream. And here's the thing. Do you think that my wife is happy that I was in this office for 12 hours yesterday? Sequestered myself to do this shit. Yesterday was not a normal day. We didn't even have any time together, really, because I was in here all day. Like, normally we have some time between the streams, as long as she's home, to have time together, have dinner together, and everything. We didn't have that yesterday, right? By the time I was done, it was essentially time for us to start ready to go to bed. So, it was a day when it was a very different situation. She understood because, she had been, watching from time to time, and she knew that the subject matter was important. But she's like, so you're done with that crap now, right? Like, I was like, yeah, I am so done with drama. I can't do that shit again.
So, Kat was not at work then at any point. She was able to watch pretty much whenever she wanted. Phil's not going to freak out about accidentally kind of revealing that Kat was not really at work at all throughout this marathon day. What's happening with that? Is he kind of just accepting the fact that people know Kat's unemployed? What's up with that? This is kind of news to me. I thought Phil was still adamantly trying to pretend that Kat was working and try and deny anyone saying otherwise. So, wife pity segment should be on a bingo card. It really should. To be fair, we do have my wife, but it's not included in this one, of course. But yeah, let's go.
That was so draining and so much. I cannot be doing that shit. Nathan Smith says, have you seen the new Winnie the Pooh horror movie trailer? No, but I know it exists, but I haven't seen it yet. Oh, that's right, Jade. He says that there's a WWE pay-per-view. I can't speak. A WWE pay-per-view tonight, Hell in a Cell. So he says he might be in and out of the stream. It's perfectly fine. I hope you enjoy it. I'm not going to be watching it, of course. Expand Dong says, I played the Mario Strikers online beta. There's a lot of tech. There's in-depth tutorials. FYI, choose auto instead of manual for teammate switching. Huh. It's a very technical game, huh? Interesting. Knowing that I don't know any of the rules of soccer, I'm sure this is going to go well. Do I think Resident Evil 4 will turn out well? Yes, I do. Do I think Bray Wyatt will return tonight at Hell in a Cell? I have no idea. I don't even know what's going on at Hell in a Cell. I know the only matches I know for Hell in a Cell is Cody and Seth, because that's been hyped on social media for like weeks and weeks. Outside of that, I don't even know a single match going on at Hell in a Cell tonight, so I don't know.
Son of a bitch said social media instead of Twitter. Wanker. All I had to do is just say Twitter, but instead like social media. Fucking idiot. I could have been free right there.
I've answered this question a million times. I'll answer it again. If my wife ever wants to come in here and be a part of my content, she's always welcome. There's an open door policy where if she ever feels like she wants to do that, she can come in and do it. But her like every time we talk about it, it's the same answer is the moment she steps foot in here and gets on camera, that's just ammo for trolls, right? They already say and do so many horrendously bad things about her on the internet, even though she has zero internet presence, right? Zero. That God forbid that they actually give her more ammo to do shit with, right? So why bother? And there you go. Expand Dong says Mario Strikers is made by a Western dev next level games instead of Mario Golf or Tennis, which are by Japanese devs, Camelot, so the skill ceiling is higher in Strikers, I think. Okay. Still in Shadows. What the? You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, what? You're an idiot. All right, guys. You know what? Since I gotta take a quick break to use the restroom anyway, let's end the pre-stream. And let's take that break. Like I said, it'll be a nice, relaxing stream of Skyrim today. Relaxing fun. Thank goodness we can kick back and interact and relax and have a good time rather than it being super serious shit today. I really need a nice, relaxing session with you guys. So thank you for watching, and let's get going. Sounds good. Okay, let's switch over, and let's do this. And I want to make sure.
I think that's it, guys.
So here you go. YouTube pop-ups, Streamlabs pop-up. Pop-ups are now enabled. Leaderboard's already up there. I just need to do the webcam.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we can call it. I think we can just say sayonara to the pre-stream. I think that's it. Sound good?
All right. So guys, let's take a break. Like I said,
wait for it.
We'll be back in a few minutes with some Skyrim fun. Please be patient because nature calls. But I'll see you in a few. All right, cool guys. Thanks.
And I think that's officially, yeah, that's officially, yeah, done. Okay, well, I think, guys, we have had a very successful bingo. We actually got 2 for the price of 1, and I'm very pleased with everyone managing to help me. I'm especially how fucking rough I am. I've been feeling better as the day's been going on. But guys, that was a great bingo card. Actually, that's what I'm saying. It's good to change up the card sometimes and try and just like get a wee couple of things here and now. We can't just have the same old stuff, especially isn't even relevant anymore. So it's good to try and refresh up. You should do a full stream bingo for 1K if you find the time. I was wondering what you mean there for a second, but you meant like a full like stream as and include the gameplay as well. No, yeah, that'd be torture. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be torture for both of us. That would be torture for me and you. That's like I have to suffer it and pause it. That's just what I think, because obviously it's not just live. If I did that, I would have to like trust myself to be able to pick up things better as well. Well, look at this has been 2 hours and 40 minutes. Although to be fair, I started like 20 minutes before the stream kind of started. Kind of, I think. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a 90-minute pre-stream, and I've managed to like add an hour onto it because I just stop and start because I'm making sure I didn't miss a word or whatever. So it's like, imagine a full DSP stream. I'd be adding like 2 hours onto it. 6 hours of pain. Are you somebody that likes the pain? Said, are you a masochist? Is that what it is? Just names a bingo. Yeah, okay, guys, we can do something like, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I do enjoy obviously going for the bingo card review as well, because that's what I'm saying. I enjoy the bingo stuff as well. It's different, you know what I mean? Not a lot of people do this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like detractors as well, you know what I mean? I always try and do like some. It's like I don't mind being the bingo guy, you know what I mean? I think it's fun. I think it's a different approach to how we deal with TSP pre-stream, you know what I mean? And so yeah, but we can go for a bingo card as well. We can like clean up a wee bit if we need to, and you know, and just spruce it up, and just you know, get rid of the old crap, and it's not suggested anymore. But I'm going to get rid of face jiggle. Face jiggle's history, you know what I mean? That's out of there, and we'll get a couple more things gone as well. But you guys, I'm going to end things there. It's been a long day for me. It's been a long weekend, but it's good to be back. I'm going to try and get educated on what happened on Saturday, and I'll probably try and make something for like a video. But yeah, I don't know what my next thing will be, but we'll see what happens, and I'll probably do next DSP Bingo Wednesday. Wednesday I think is a good shout. So next DSP Bingo, I think it'll be Wednesday. I'll make a song of him crying. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I've got so much ammunition potentially to use on Phil, and yeah, it's definitely a lot I could really do with that. But we'll see. I might stream on Tuesday as well, but that would just be me playing a game, so who cares? But yeah, I'm going to call things there. Thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it, and have a good one. Catch you later. Cheers. Bye.